fight fans. We are in Kokomo, Indiana at Colosseum Combat. I am Justin Hahn here with the legendary UFC bad boy, Chris Lights Out Lytle.
Good boy, come on.
Yeah, good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. We are here. We got a great lineup tonight. We've got
9 fights.
9 fights total.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think we have 5 amateur, 4 professionals. This is which fight? Which Colosseum Combat 47, I believe.
47.
47. Q. That's like, I don't know, not good at math. 5 or 6 away from 50.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
So
yeah,
that's good.
And really, we have the return of Jeremy Pender. Jeremy Pender. That's the wrong one. Porter, and he has been a legend here in Indiana for the last couple of years. James Porter, and I called him Pender because they fought each other a couple of
I
times.
remember that.
And I'm like, man, that was such a good fight.
Yep.
But James Porter's back after 3 years being off.
Too long.
Yeah, he was here at the last show and told us later, hey, I'm ready to come back. And he got ready in the last 2 months, and he's ready to come out here and put on a show against Booger Shields. Michael Booger Shields.
It's a great name, by the way.
I love it. I love it. And they're going to be the main event tonight in the pros. I'm excited about that fight.
Absolutely. There's a lot of good fights actually on the card. So
yeah.
Here's the weird thing about putting on fights: you never really know. You can just do the best you can at matching it up, which we know Slater always does a great job. And then you got to cross your fingers and hope that the fights go like you want, because you can match them up great. Doesn't mean they're going to put on great fights with each other. It's all styles make fights. You never know. But when you look at this on paper, it looks like there's going to be some great fights, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And with the amateurs, we have six amateur fights tonight, actually, and three of the fights have guys making debuts.
Wow.
So, I mean, we have 6 guys tonight making debuts. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out and fight. They're not coming in here blind, so.
Well, and like you said, the good thing, we've talked about this before, a lot of times you know some of the camps that they come from. So you know what that camp, what they're going to bring. You never can tell when a guy comes out there, but usually if that camp's going to have them ready to go or not. And if they're going to throw them in there, maybe not ready. Most of the camps right here, people are going to be ready to fight.
Yeah, and we have one of the fights I'm looking forward to, Ian Pomfret. We've talked about him many times. Yeah. He's the welterweight champion here at Colosseum Combat, but they're fighting at a catchweight tonight. So there's no belt on the line for him. But we do have a belt on the line in the amateur title or main event, which is Gavin Agnew and Jordan Zawari.
Jordan's undefeated, by the way.
Yeah, and they're fighting for the middleweight title tonight here at Colosseum Combat.
Wow.
So
That's
we
good.
should have a great night of fights. Looking on with the pro card, I saw you in the back talking to Sean Fallon.
Sure.
He's back. Last fight here, it was a bloodbath. It was great. The fans loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said to us in the back, I'm just glad it wasn't my blood that time.
Yeah, and that is a good thing when you're fighting and you're covered in blood. It's never good like, this is all mine. I'm not winning this fight,
Yeah, and he's fighting Terry House, who's another guy that's been around for years and years and years. I looked up, his first fight was in 2009.
Man,
so
it's funny, that sounds like a long time ago until I started thinking my first fight was in 1998. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a wee child.
Yeah, and Aaron Highball, another Colosseum Combat veteran.
For sure.
Tough guy.
Put us on a lot of good fights.
Yeah, and he's fighting Tavay Lewis, who lost his pro debut but won back-to-back right after that. And he's on a 2-fight win streak coming into here.
Good.
So that's a good fight to see. And then we're going to start off the pro card with Jonathan Griffin and Cody Sheby. I don't know a whole lot about either one of those guys. I know they both have fought here before. So excited for that.
Yeah, like I said, when I just look at the card, I see a lot of good potential fights. Looking forward to getting this started, so.
Yeah, and that's just it with the B2 Digital Fighting Series. We have Colosseum Combat. We've got a couple guys that are coming here from Kentucky in their Hard Rock MMA event that they hold there. So we have those guys that are coming up from there even. That's great. I think we have no guys here tonight from the hometown Kokomo.
Wow, that's a rarity.
Yeah, that's a rarity. Usually we have at least
somebody here.
Yeah, usually we have 1 or 2 on here on each show. So,
well, I think it just shows like the growth of Colosseum Combat. And you're getting guys from all over the place, and being part of the B2 Digital right now, you're getting tied in with other events.
Right.
And as you get that, the level of competition is going to go up, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually talking about the quality of the show. I was just talking backstage with one of the commissioners, and we were talking about how 4 or 5 years ago we would have 3 or 4 fights a month from various organizations. Now we're down to really 2 or 3 shows in Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because of the quality of fighters, the quality of fights, and just the promoter that Slater is, the fight that Colosseum Combat and B2 Digital is putting on, it's just a testament to them and what they're putting on here in Indiana.
100%. I think it used to be you had people who everybody wanted to see certain fights, and I think they've done that and they've seen quality versus not quality, and they don't want to go back to the non-quality. And so those people put on non-quality products. They're not around anymore, and so now you just have the quality. That's what makes it better to me. To me, you look at like the UFC they'd put on for a long time when I was fighting 6 fights a year, and everybody looked forward to it. And then all of a sudden they started putting on many fights, 50 fights a year. Kind of lost a little bit. I think they're going back a little bit, and the fights are a little bit more exciting now when you have to wait a couple weeks for them.
Yeah. So. We're waiting here for Brady Davis to come out and get us started. We'll start off with the national anthem and a little benediction, and then we'll get going with the fights. And I tell you what, once they get going, they go from fight to fight to fight. Yeah,
You're right. So besides that, anything else we want to talk about here?
Yeah, I tell you what, I've got something for you.
Let's hear it.
You got anything coming up?
Matter of fact, I do.
It's
funny. I just got done. Last month, I did a little commentary for the bare knuckle boxing, which was great. I participated in it. I came to do some commentary for it, which I enjoyed. And when I was there, they asked me, Chris, you want to do our next card? And I was kind of like, yeah, well, possibly when. They said probably end of January, beginning of February. I said, well, where's it at? And they said, well, Chris is going to be in Cancun. Yes, I'll do it.
Cancun?
Yes, I'll do it. Do I get paid? Do I get paid too, and I get to fight? So I'm going to be fighting in Cancun, I think, February 2nd.
Wow.
So looking forward to that immensely, and it's U.S. versus Mexico. So we're fighting a Mexican bare knuckle boxer. So looking forward to that quite a bit. Can't wait to get involved.
Yeah, and your last one, the one you commentated on, there were quite a few former UFC guys on that.
Yes,
on that card I saw.
I know the one that would surprise a lot of people, Kendall Grove, got knocked out pretty horribly in starts. Joe Riggs was on the card.
Yeah.
Looked good. A couple other guys. They're just really good fights. I was really impressed with that card, and the guys all came to fight. I think all but 3 ended in knockout, which makes for entertaining fights.
Yep.
But even those 3 fights that didn't end up a knockout were great fights. So it's a little bit different, but that's kind of what I have coming up right now.
So you going with the bare knuckle fighting? Are you missing any of the? Is it making you want to maybe go back and put on the gloves and get in the cage?
I'm going to be honest with you. The problem is, and this sounds crazy, but bare knuckles easier. And it's not easier as in it's just easier on the body. Like I don't know if I could get through an MMA camp the way I like to do it because it's so hard, physically taxing on the body. You don't understand. I go in for a bare knuckle boxing match. I stand up, I spar. That's it. The other part you have to do ground. You have to do wrestling. You got to do jiu-jitsu. You got to kickboxing. So much more intricacy to that. I don't want to deal with that.
Right.
Unless they offer a lot of money.
All right, and I believe they're announcing our ring announcer Brady Davis on his way out, and that is his music.
All right. Yeah,
I always like it when the ring announcer makes a grand entrance.
Yeah, now is this Ice Baby? Was this Pressure?
Well, I believe it's Ice Baby, but either song is great.
Yeah, I know. Here we come.
There's Brady. Oh, they tricked us on both of them.
Yeah, it's neither. Wow. Some shady Brady.
Let's take it up to Brady Davis.
Good evening, Kokomo. Welcome to the Kokomo Event and Conference Center for Colosseum Combat 47. Let me hear you make some noise. If you would please stand for the playing of the national anthem and remain standing for the invocation. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us here this evening together to enjoy this sport we all enjoy so much. We thank you for the athletes, the coaches, and the gym owners for the long hours so that we can do such a thing. We ask you to be with the men and women of the armed forces at home and abroad. Give them Godspeed. They may complete their missions and return home safely to their families. And at the end of the evening, we ask you to give us safe roads and fair travels that we might make it home to our families as well. All this we ask in your Son, Jesus Christ's blessed name. Amen. All right, Kokomo, are we ready to do this? All right, let's do this. We are ready for the first bout on the amateur
get right
card.
into the fights.
Good. And I'm liking this. We got a very
Making
good
his
crowd here
entrance
if you
to
look
the
around.
blue corner, Zachary Arnold.
You know, that's the thing you can tell when you put on a lot of good fights, when you can have people not from this area and you still have a lot of fans from the area coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a problem a lot of, newer promotions come into, is it just seems like it's all about the people from that area are coming to put on to watch their guy. Well, here you don't have anybody from around here and you still have a lot of people here. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know Ian Pomfret is going to bring a bunch of people from Indy, so.
For sure. All right.
Now, we've touched on this before. Well, we have Zach Arnold coming out right now. He's 0-3. All 3 losses are by rear naked choke.
I think he knows what he needs to work on.
Exactly. But each fight he's been in has been a very, very tough fight. He's fighting Burroughs, who you said you had trained with a little bit.
Yeah. I did a seminar down in Vincent's, and he was there and worked on. So I know he's very good on his feet. He's going to want to keep this fight on his feet. I'll be surprised if he tries to take it to the ground, and if he does, he might want to be on top of it and get right back up. So this could be a very good fight, seeing as how Zachary Arnold tends to get choked.
And that's what
I don't see Burroughs trying to choke him too much.
Okay, and that's what I was going to say with Zach having some issues with the ground. He seems to be more of a stand-up fighter. We may see some fireworks right here to start off the show.
Well, the weird thing, he is out of Kid and Play MMA. I'm not real sure exactly where that is, but should be. I like the name.
Might be Kid and Play in daycare.
Yeah,
MMA Center in daycare.
2 and 1, So.
But I mean, I tell you, he looks ready to go.
Yep. Like you said, he comes to fight every time. That's the main thing.
And you know what? I think that's all the fans want. That's all.
For sure.
Yeah, that's that's all the.
I keep trying to. I was talking to the guys in the back, and I told them, I don't know if you realize this, but you are an entertainer. You're an athlete, but at the same time, you're an entertainer. If you're the best fighter in the world, but you're no fun to watch, that doesn't help you out very much.
Yep. We'll be bringing out Duran.
And now making his entrance to the red corner, Duran Burroughs.
And Duran right now is undefeated. This is his 3rd fight in 6 months.
Well, he's ready to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
When I worked out with him, he was eager to learn.
Well,
so.
his first fight was a second round TKO back in June of Colosseum Combat, 45, and then his second fight he won with a guillotine with 1 second left.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I imagine somebody probably shot in on him, didn't like the stand up, tried to take him down.
Well, and with that, do you think a guillotine? I'm just going back to when I was a little boy. My brother used to beat up on me, and I think he used to put me in guillotines all the time. I didn't know what they were back then, but
I don't think anybody knew what they were.
Is that kind of a go-to? I think for a lot of people that even if they don't have a strong grappling background, that guillotine, a headlock,
especially when you get a guy shooting in on you, the neck is right there, the head is right there, and so it's something that you can do. Anybody can do that one. Now, the technique to make it good is much more difficult than that, and not everybody can do that. But especially the more tired a person gets, the easier that guillotine is. And if you're going to learn a move when you're a guy who wants to stand on his feet and not get taken down, the guillotine's a great move, because that's one move you can work on and get very good at, because they're shooting in on you a lot. You don't want that to happen, so that's an easy one to get good at right away.
Well, when you brought up the technique, I was just getting ready to say, I'm glad my brother didn't know the proper technique to do that to me when I was a little kid, because I've been choked unconscious numerous times if he knew how to do it the right way.
I'm sure of it. I mean, Burroughs looks very ready for this fight, coming in looking very strong, very fit. So I really look forward to this fight. I think it should be a good one to get it started.
So when you were doing you said you did a seminar
Yeah.
down there, and did he just come up and say, "Hey, I fought up in college"? Or did you remember him from here?
I remember seeing him here, and then he was one of the guys who was there. So
Ladies and gentlemen, this is B2 Fight Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. Here we go, the first bout on the amateur card, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Fighting first, out of the blue corner, he's a freestyle fighter representing Kitten Play MMA, weighing in at 159.9 pounds with a record of 0 wins and 3 losses. From Indianapolis, Zach the Kitten Arnold.
The Kitten.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Rev Gear red corner, is a freestyle fighter representing American Karate Do, sponsored by Precision Nutrition and Clutch Barbers, weighing in at 154.6 pounds, with an undefeated record of 2 wins and 0 losses. From Owensboro, Kentucky, Deron Big Time Burroughs.
Big time.
Seth Ratcliffe is your referee.
All right, we're ready to get started. Got the cage door locked.
Okay, first up, are you ready? Let's go to work.
All right.
All right. Okay. Spinning back kick attempt.
Oh, both of them are exchanging some kicks here right away. Oh,
Did he get what? I didn't see it. Where did he
I
get
didn't see.
Was it a punch? No?
Oh, nice left hand though by Burroughs.
Cut that angle.
It looks like Arnold's just content on throwing some spinning
Yeah,
attacks.
for sure. I've seen 3 of them already.
Watch your pace.
Now Burroughs is doing a good job right now, trying to be the stronger fighter. Pushing Arnold around. That's what I'd be telling him if I was in his corner. Be the heavier, stronger guy. Wear this guy down a little bit. And I don't think he's going to have the cardio to last more than 5 minutes with you.
There's a
Oh,
guillotine right
guillotine.
there.
Like you said, looks like
If
this
he can
is
lock
his
it
move.
up. Oh, he's got the hand under. He's got it locked up now. This might. Oh, did he tap already? Wow.
Wow.
Uh-oh, and the backflip. All right, well, that didn't last very long. Burroughs, who won his last fight with the guillotine, grabbed another neck and took that one as well. We could go back. I didn't see the tap, but there must have been one in there. The referee was right on it. We'll go up to Brady Davis and get our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 50 seconds in the first round, your winner by tap out due to guillotine, Deron Big Time Burroughs.
All right, let's go up to my partner.
And now I'd like to introduce UFC veteran Chris Lytle, your post-fight interviewer. Deron, would you like to have a few words, please?
Here's Chris,
Thank you.
lights out Lytle. with the winner.
Congratulations. Excellent fight. Didn't even look like you broke a sweat, but good job. It seems like that's your second fight in a row you've won by guillotine choke. Is that like a new go-to move you're having here?
Well, after that first fight where I had to fight a wrestler, I've dedicated my game to the ground because I don't ever want to be stuck in that position again, and it's paid off.
Well, it looked great right there. What's next for you? Would you like to fight here again? What do you have on the horizon? Anybody in particular you'd like to fight next?
I mean, whoever wants it, you can get it.
Great answer. I like it. Congratulations. Good fight, brother. Good luck to you.
All right, there we go. And you know,
Deron Burroughs,
back,
now
but
3-0, still
that
undefeated.
is a sign of a true martial artist right there. He knew what he was lacking. Here comes that guillotine.
That was some quick work. Are you ready for some more, Kokomo? Here we go, moving right along. We are ready for the second bout on the amateur card.
Well, there you go. Like
Making
I
his
said,
entrance
he
to
hadn't
the
had
blue
much
corner,
experience,
Adam
but since he
Waldrop.
experienced it, he wants to change it up and really
Well,
work on the ground.
Yeah, and I said that. I was just saying that's a sign of a true martial artist right there. I mean, he knew what he was
Figuring out your weakness.
weak in, and that's what he's dedicated himself to. You know, so I think that we're going to see probably some good things out of him coming up. And you know, that was his fourth MMA fight now, or third MMA fight now. I don't want to say I want to see him go pro yet. I want to definitely see him do some more.
We'd like to see what he has, you know, going into deeper waters
And
and,
get
how
in-
the fight
exactly.
goes extended. I don't want him to think, oh, I got this now,
Yes.
because that fight was 50 seconds. What did he learn from it?
Right.
All right, who got just Jason Carter we have here?
Yeah, we have Jason Carter and Adam Waldrop coming up now. It's both their debuts.
I think it's Adam Waldrop.
Yeah, that's Adam from Anderson, and you know, this is both of their debuts, and I know it's like a broken record every time we do this, but I've asked you numerous times, making that first walk to the cage. It's got to have some sort of.
Well, especially, you know, it's different being amateur and pro. This is your first of your first. At least if you're a first pro, it's way different. You've had a lot of amateur fights. First amateur fight, you know, you really don't know what to expect. You don't know what your body's going to feel like out there. So this is
and now making his entrance to the red corner, Jason Carter.
We can hear the fans yelling for Jason Carter right behind us. And, you know, Jason's another one making his debut. You know, we've seen guys come out making their debut and they're pumped, they're excited, they're jumping around.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they gas in the walkout. You know, these guys both look very calm and relaxed walking out here. So.
Yeah. And now, here's another thing. Jason Carter has a lot of fans here. I'm kind of wondering, does that add another level of pressure to him? You know, and here's the thing you never can tell. Some people perform better when they have pressure on them. Some people like the spotlight, some people don't. So very difficult to tell what's going on here. It seems like there's something interesting going on here.
He doesn't have the tape on his gloves.
Oh, yeah. That was an interesting.
So he must have.
Snafu.
Yeah, that's a inspector issue in the back.
Yeah. But like we were saying earlier, Carter seems to be enjoying the moment right now. He seems loose. He's shaking his hands with everybody. He seems like he's dialed in. So I look forward to seeing this.
And you've got Circle City MMA. They always bring guys here a lot. I think, is that where Pomfret? I think Pomfret actually trains out of there.
Correct.
So, you know, he's training with guys every day. I noticed with Waldrop, he was independent. And
yeah, that's a difficult route to go. I'm not real sure exactly. You know, they usually say, you know, steel sharpens steel. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get much better if you're not training with anybody with any regularity. Maybe he does, and we just don't know about it. I don't know, but you know, maybe he's just being mysterious from parts unknown. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Remember when UFC had first started? They had Marco, the King of the Streaks guy. Hua, right?
Marco Hua.
No, Hua. Yeah, that's it. And he'd come out, and they had no age. They had no city where he was from. They had no.
Yes, the tough Brazilian.
He was too.
Madman.
All right, we got our tape on the gloves from Waldrop and a beautiful cartwheel from Carter.
And I will tell you, as a gymnast, that is good. That was a good cartwheel.
That was a very good cartwheel.
Looks
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fight Series presents Colosseum Combat 47.
Guys, so let's see
we are ready for the second bout on the amateur card, scheduled for three-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Fighting first out of the blue corner, he's a freestyle fighter representing Phoenix Legion, sponsored by A-Town Inc., GMAC Graphics, Direct Mobile, all of Anderson, Indiana, weighing in at 201.3 pounds, making his debut this evening from Anderson, Adam AWOL Waldrop.
Well, he's got a lot of sponsors. That's a good thing.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is trained in Bang Muay Thai and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, representing Circle City Martial Arts and Fitness, weighing in at 193.7 pounds. Also making his debut this evening from Indianapolis, Jason Cutie Pie Carter.
He got
again, your referee
they got come in bunches. That's a good thing.
It's your world.
All right, we're ready to get started.
All right, now Adam just seems a little bit bewildered here as I'm looking at him. We'll see what happens. Could be deceiving, but he just looks a little out of his element, to be honest with you right now.
Oh,
doesn't seem like he likes.
Yeah, he doesn't like to get punched, that's for sure. Oh, nice head kick. Uh-oh. I don't want to see Carter go suckered in there though and get caught with something.
He's backspinning. He's
another head kick.
He's getting a good cardio workout from running here.
Man, I'd like to see at least Waldrop clinch or something.
I know. He doesn't seem like he has much of an understanding of what's going on out there. Oh, okay. Now, he has weathered the storm for a second. So Carter went out there, house of fire.
The balance of and another cart.
Well, hey, best part of his fighting part right there was the wow.
Well,
I could just tell by the beginning, you know, Waldrop didn't seem like he was really knew what was going on out there.
No, I think this was one of those where as he refocuses, if he truly wants to do this, he's gonna
have to go to a gym.
Go to a gym. Yeah. There you see Carter on the attack right there, and the referee stop it right away. You will see a lot of amateur fights get stopped. I don't say early, but they will be stopped in the safety of those fighters because amateurs are not getting paid for this, and they want to make sure they live to see another day.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 58 seconds in the first round, your referee Seth Rathcliffe has called a stop to the action. Your winner by unanswered strikes, TKO, Jason Cutie Pie Carter.
There you have it. We'll go up to Chris Lights Out Lytle with our winner, Jason Carter.
All right, congratulations on a great fight there. It looked like you brought a crowd here. You got anything you want to say to them?
Hey, thanks everyone for my support. I gotta thank my team. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. I wouldn't be me without them.
Well, you look like you did a good job of just overwhelming him with punches right there. Obviously, your first fight, his first fight. How do you feel after this, getting your first fight under your belt?
I feel great, man. I feel on top of the world. It's great meeting you, Chris.
What a good guy. I appreciate it. So what about next? You just want to get back in the gym, get back in and fight as soon as possible, keep learning. What do you want to do next?
Absolutely. I need to take a little time. I think next starts February. That's be great. Get the holidays out of the way and be right back in it.
Well, cool. Look forward to seeing you fight again. Look great there. Thank you very much.
All right, there you have it. Jason Carter with the victory. He gets his first win and gets to meet Chris Lytle.
Are we ready for the next one?
What's that?
I said he gets his first win and gets to meet Chris Lytle at the same time.
Man.
Moving right along.
That was a double winner right
Blue
there.
corner,
Look great.
James Buena
Like
Vista.
look forward to seeing him fight again. And
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
He's a big guy with some athleticism, and that's what we want to see out there.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
that's the rarity when you can find a bigger guy and he's close to 200-pound guy, look
Yeah,
athletic.
and he's only 27 years old. Looking at Waldrop, I mean, I hope if like we were saying, if he truly wants to continue this, he goes and gets in the gym somewhere. Do you think there's a lot of guys that maybe just it's a bucket list thing? Like, hey, I'm a tough guy, I've been fighting. I'm going to sit in here and try it out and see what I can do.
I think there is a lot of people like that, but you know what? That being said, a lot of people still don't have the courage to actually do it,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So him coming out here, I respect anybody who's going to get in there and try it.
Yes, for sure.
And he went out there, he might have said, you know what, I tried it, this isn't for me. Or he might say, I really know I got to work on it. I can't go out there and never have sparred hard. I have to try to do this if I'm actually going to fight.
Yeah, and hanging out with a couple tough guy buddies and stuff sometimes isn't what's going to get you going. I can say this real quick. There were times when I was refereeing and I would do the cage checks when the fighters were coming in and the guy would be making his debut. And I had one guy for sure down at LFC tell me, he's sitting there, he's like, what am I doing? I thought, oh no, this is not going to be good.
Sure you want to do that?
Yeah, and he got in there and put up a good fight and ended up losing, but he did. I don't know if he ever did it again.
Yeah.
But it's one of those where I think some people, they have that mindset and others don't. So we're back to two more guys making debuts.
All right, James
Buena Vista. Yeah.
Comes out of us from MMA minded from Wabash.
And I'll tell you right now, he will be a wrestler. He will be hard-nosed. Rocky France is his coach.
Rocky's a good coach.
Yeah, and every guy that comes out of there, man, their wrestling is always spot on. They are strong as nails. I'm pretty sure that Rocky France's family, they had like a concrete place.
Yeah, he does on the back of a shirt. Right?
Yeah, and I think all these guys that fight, they come and work for him at the concrete place and just become.
I think that's part of his gym dues.
Exactly.
Do free labor for us.
Yeah, something, because these guys come out.
Got to carry bricks.
And they're as strong
And now
as
making his
concrete,
way
man.
to the
Tell
red
you,
corner,
tough.
Austin Hoskins.
It reminds me.
Another Circle City guy.
Reminds me when I used to fight in Japan, they would bring guys in to fight, the guys from Japan, when they wanted to train to be part of that Pan-Christian organization. And it was just, you had to really prove your toughness after over a year of really working out hard, and only the toughest made it. If you weren't tough, you didn't make it.
Oh.
And you became tough or you got out. I feel like that's what Rocky did. They don't let the toughest guys fight.
Yeah. There you see Austin Hoskins also making his debut.
Well, now see, this is what a fight we're really wanting to see, because you got two good camps.
Two great
debuts, but like you said, you know what they're going to get when they come in. They're both going to come in good shape.
Well, I can tell you, looking at Buena Vista, that dude looks like he's ready to fight.
For sure.
And with Hoskins being from MMA or Circle City.
And the fighter before that, Jason Carter just came from that. They're ready to go.
Yep, and then you have Pomfret right after it.
Yeah, so they got back to back. They're fired up, ready to go. So he's already on the adrenaline from his teammate right now. So he's coming in ready to fight.
Hey, while we have a second here, I saw one of your buddies back there, UFC fighter, Holbrook.
Oh, yeah.
Is here.
And
We have to
Holbrook.
bring him up and let you do a little interview with him.
Absolutely.
We'll do a little
We'll
question
definitely
and
do that
answer.
with Andrew. So we want to take a second to thank, D2 Digital, the B2 Fighting Series. We talked about that a little bit. Oscar's Pizza, one of the greatest pizza places in Kokomo. Charlie's Philly and Cheesesteaks of Kokomo. I hear there's something better. Haven't had one yet. I want to get one though, because I'm a big Philly cheesesteak guy.
Well, let me tell you real quick before you keep going. For the people that are listening, Chris Lytle has a Chris Lytle Foundation.
That's right.
And he was going to come talk to my school. We had some stuff come up, but we're still going to get him come in the future. And I was going to take the day off and drive you to the different schools and stop by Oscar's in between so we can have lunch. That way you know what you're talking about when you.
It's happening.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. We are ready for bout number 3 on the amateur card. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he's a freestyle fighter, representing MMA-minded and Carlson Gracie, weighing in at 122.7 pounds, making his debut this evening from Peru, Indiana, James Jimmy B. Buena Vista. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Barlow's Beard Butter, trained in Bang Muay Thai and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, representing Circle City Martial Arts and Fitness, weighing in at 123.8 pounds. Also making his debut this evening from Indianapolis, Austin Still Hoskins. Against the
like he's ready.
referee.
I don't know
Sure.
if it's putting on a face or.
Well, I will tell you, just from the view that James does definitely seem to be the stronger fighter, but that doesn't mean much. We'll see.
No. All right, here they go. Nice kick.
By both guys. Take that
You will,
right here.
I think you'll see Buena Vista win this battle if they get the takedown.
Well, he definitely looks like he's going for the takedown.
100%.
I was surprised right there when Austin grabbed his head, looked like he was trying to tie it. Once again, I feel like James, being the stronger guy, is doing a good job right now trying to push Austin in the fence and wear him down. Good knee by Austin right now, though.
And the bonus for Buena Vista is he's right in front of his corner. He can hear Coach Rocky France talk to him.
Rocky's in his ear right now. Right now, he's just trying to wear him down a little bit. They got that first fight, nervous energy, a little bit jitters, trying to figure out exactly what's going on.
Well, and Hoskins is doing a great job of sprawling as much as he can against that cage, but to keep that weight down and the base spread apart so he doesn't get taken down right away.
Yeah, he's not getting taken down.
Because that's what, and that's what I was going to say. Buena Vista is looking to lift him and put him down, but he's in the guard now. Let's see what happens with the sub game of Hoskins.
Close guard right now. He's trying to work the rubber guard, trying to walk those legs up to get an arm bar. Buena Vista's doing a good job of just trying to stay heavy on him. Land some punches right now. All right, we got the rubber guard going on right now by Austin, trying to keep James close. That's what he wants to do by that, not let him stand up and throw hard strikes.
He's getting. He's got a base up, and you can hear Rocky France screaming.
He's got a triangle, but he has to lock the legs. He's starting to lose it. He's got to pull that in if he wants to finish it.
You could hear Rocky France telling at him to look up.
Yep, that's what he has to do. If he
can slide that head out.
He can't
there
leave the arm for the arm
Now he's got to watch the arm.
He's going to try and lift him and plant him back down, I believe.
Once you can get the elbow out, I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, he's got to work. And he
going
let him
back
get back in the triangle. But he can't finish that triangle unless he gets his hand behind, let his foot behind the knee.
He's working. There it is. Now he's got it.
Right now. Got it.
It's just a matter of time now.
There's 30 seconds left.
And he's. Buena Vista's doing. Oh, and there's the arm bar. Oh, he rolls out. Oh, we got the stop. I didn't see a tap.
I don't either.
We'll have to watch that on replay. It looks like Buena Vista's Rocky France is not happy with that.
Yeah, Rocky Francis is hot because I do not believe he tapped. So, see what we got here.
Here comes the replay. Let's take a look.
Hey, Rocky, big man or little man?
I think he was kind of flailing maybe. He wasn't.
Don't do that shit.
It looked like maybe Buena Vista's hand was just flailing, and you can see him right there saying, what do you... You got some people not happy with that decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes, 42 seconds in the first round, your winner by referee stoppage due to armbar, Austin Still Hoskins!
Let's go up to Chris Lytle.
All right, Austin, great fight there. Good debut. Nice arm bar there. You transitioned very well. Was that the game plan, coming in, trying to get it to the ground, or what was your game plan?
Get it to the ground, submit him.
All right, so is that kind of your forte? Are you more of a ground guy? You're trying to work on everything, but where do you want the fight to take place at?
On the ground for sure.
On the ground, okay, well, good debut. Like to see you come here and fight again. You'd be interested to come and fight here again, and if so, who would we like to fight next?
Clay Raider, where you at?
All right, we got a good call out, Clay. We got a fight for you, so congratulations on a good fight. Look forward to seeing you fight Clay next time, hopefully.
Here you see it again, going back from triangle to armbar. And here you see his hand, it looks like he's reaching up to grab on the arm, and the referee...
They're getting longer. Are we still having fun, Kokomo?
You can see Buena Vista protest as soon as he got it. It looked like what you're going to see here when they show this again.
Here we go. We are ready for the next bout on the amateur card.
Okay. With his left hand,
making his entrance to the blue corner.
Yep.
Colton felt like that was a tap.
Well, he definitely had it locked out, so the referee might have done that just to stop him from injuring his arm. And your first amateur fight, I could kind of see that.
And that was going to be my next question to you. What are your thoughts on that? A referee stepping in on a submission like that, like a joint lock? I mean, because some guys are flexible.
So I'll be honest with you. One thing I made a point of every time I would talk to the referee before my fight, and I would tell him, if I get in a submission, I'll tap it. Don't stop it. And if I get knocked down and I'm moving, don't stop it. If I'm not moving, yeah, you have all right to stop it. If I'm unconscious, but if not, I want you to give me every benefit of the doubt and use the referees and look at me like, okay, I'll try and do that. If you don't do that, what are they supposed to do? I mean, I think it was up to me to try and explain what I wanted to do before it. And if not, you can't really say much if they stop it.
Right, and I know when I was refereeing and we would hold our fighter meetings in the back, I would tell the amateurs, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you, move, get out of it, show me something. Once I get there, I'm stopping the fight. I don't want to say early, but I'm doing it for the safety of you to make sure you get up and go to work on Monday, because I don't want you coming in there with a broken arm or stitches in your eye that you can't go to work or do something, because these amateurs are doing this for free.
Exactly. So, like I said, your first fight, your first, debut, you get caught in a bad move, they may think he doesn't know if he's supposed to tap right now. He had it locked out, absolutely. Might have got out of it, maybe or maybe not. I don't know if that guy's flexibility range.
Yeah, I thought it was a matter of seconds, but I don't believe it was a tap. I do think the referees were stepping in.
I agree.
Well, now we're moving up to our next fight, Colton Parks versus Ian Pomfret. And get ready to hear the crowd behind us cheer again.
Very happy, absolutely.
Colton's 29 years old. His last fight was a second-round knockout loss back in February of 2017. So
it's been a while.
It's been a while since he's been in, yeah. So Colosseum Combat 38, all the way back there.
Wow. So yeah, he's had some time off. Wonder if he's not been training, or if he's been training the whole time, just wanting to get better. Hard to tell right now.
Yeah,
we shall find out.
And I mean, he's not taking the easy fight back, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And this is a catchweight bout. Like I said earlier, Ian Pomfret's the welterweight champion. Ian was been out with, I think he had surgery on something. I'm not sure what he had surgery with, but I follow him on Facebook.
Making his entrance to the red corner, Ian Pomfret.
Yeah, he hasn't fought. His last fight was the fight when James Schaefer stepped in on 45 minutes notice.
Yeah, I remember that, because I was here for that. I said, wow, I mean, 45 minutes notice isn't much time to get ready for a fight.
And you know, I always said that says something for the kind of guy James Schaefer is, but it also says something for the kind of guy Ian Pomfret is, because
it's tough being the guy, especially who's favored, to come in and take a guy who's just taking the fight with nothing to lose. You're the guy who has something to lose.
Absolutely. And yeah, like I said, for Ian to take a fight that's not an easy fight. They went to a decision in that fight, and James Schaefer's not an easy fight, but Ian took it, 45 minutes notice as well. And you see him coming out now with all his crew and the people behind us. There you see it again, Circle City MMA. They're getting a lot of advertising tonight.
Yep.
Speaking of advertising. Hey, we have Unlimited Chiropractic. I go to that place here in town. Do you do a lot of alternative, I guess, therapy?
For sure, I've been going to chiropractor for about 10 years.
Well, these people, it's unlimited, and it's like $56 a month, and you can come unlimited.
That's unbelievable.
It's $25 a visit, or if you sign up and they have family plans and single plans, but you could literally come, and they're open 7 days a week.
Wow.
And you can come every day with the unlimited plan.
That would be, that'd be a great thing.
That is a great thing here in town. Then you have Hometown Realty, longtime sponsor, the Relax Place, Chinese Therapy. I told you last time they were here that I had gone there one time and did the cupping.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whew. I kind of want to do it again, though. I'm a glutton for punishment sometimes.
Yeah, have all those bruises all over your body.
Yeah,
whatever. If it works, it works, you know. What else do we have? We also have the Elbow Room, longtime sponsor. Do you ever go to the Elbow Room?
All the time. Actually, after every event, usually me and one of my buddies from here, we head over there to the Elbow Room. It's a nice, quiet, quaint place. There's never any issues. That's my kind of place.
Room, seems like a place for older people like us.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, I like it. You see that? Ian points right to the ring.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is B2 Fight Series presents Colosseum Combat 47.
Hey, I take Parks.
We are ready for bout number 4 on the amateur card. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Team Pitbull, weighing in 172.7 pounds with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. From Marion, Indiana, Colton Ponyboy Parks. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the All-American Auto Service red corner, is also a freestyle fighter, representing Bang Muay Thai and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Sponsored by Telecare.com, Hardwood Unlimited, Zinco Fightwear, CCMAF CrossFit, Indie iPhone Repair, Sugar Creek Brick House, Southeast Warehousing and Logistics, and Camo Ghost Podcast. Weighing in at 175 pounds even, with an undefeated record of 4 wins and 0 losses, from Indianapolis, Ian Pomfret. Josh Stewart, your referee.
Pomfret's undefeated right now, so we might be looking at him making a pro debut before too long, and then I can see him going into a big show if he keeps winning.
Well, that's the key. You know, you keep winning, it tends to work.
And with him being 22 years old, he's got a long future ahead of him.
Nice! Go straight for the takedown. Nice! Go straight for the choke.
Nice!
Good. Definitely wants to. Looks like he wants to keep this out of gun. He's got a good guillotine choke right there. Let's see what Colton does here. does have an arm-in guillotine. It's usually a lot harder to finish it like that. So you might want to try and get that arm out, or he's definitely going to have to flatten him out, hop over, get the full mount, arch his back. And that one arm guillotine's a little bit better. He goes back to the two.
Now you'll see some, yeah, that's what I said. You're going to see some softening up here.
Colton's doing a weird thing by trying to put that left arm underneath Ian's leg. You're good.
Nice little reversal.
Colton's
Oh,
on
and
top
Parks
now.
is side mount.
Great job. Great reversal right there.
Yes, sir.
And he has achieved side mount. Got in a good position. Ian trying to use his flexibility to get that leg in there.
I'll tell you, Parks did a good job of just weathering that storm and staying calm. And he kept that leg trap and used that to help sweep him over. So.
Yeah, that was a good move. He's doing a good job right now.
Oh, and he's going to attack an arm, it looks like.
Absolutely going for key lock right now. Going up for the mount.
You can see
right
Pomfret start to squirm there a little bit.
yeah,
Look
got
like
some good flexibility right there, but wow. He's got him in a pretty bad spot right now. He's keeping his legs up front. Might get him out. Ian's going for a knee bar look right now. Looks like he's trying to get that knee bar.
I know with the Amis they can't do the twisting heel hooks, but
And amateurs are not.
I don't believe they can do a heel hook, but I think they
Well,
can
I
do
think
straight
that's what
ankle
happened.
lock.
I think he was just talking to the referee right now and saying that.
Yeah.
Good left hand right there.
Nice punches from
Good left hand.
Parks is.
Got 42
Oh, he is
seconds.
twisting the heel right there, so I guess he can get it.
Good punches being landed right there. And Ian keeps looking like he looks up to the referee to find out, is this legal?
Yeah.
Oh, good left hand.
Those are some good punches by Parks.
Yeah, but now Ian's doing a good job of staying out of the range right now. Looks like they're just stuck in a spot. There's 20 seconds right now left in this round. Ian's got some blood coming off. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh,
That one connected
those
just a
are
little
some
bit.
heavy hands he's throwing right now. 10 seconds. Now Ian's wasting a lot of energy right there. You got to look out for that. Good
There's
first
the horn.
round. Good first round.
Wow, what a great round. How would you score that one, man? That was, both guys had some advantages.
You know,
Both guys.
I really don't know. You
That
know,
is a-
I think I would probably give it to Ian just based on the fact he had the good take at the beginning, and then he ended up a good ankle lock
Yeah,
position.
yeah, I mean, he's
would
threatening.
I would probably give it to him, but it's
That's going to be a tough fight to
Yeah.
score there.
How about a round of applause for your ring card girl,
There was
Brandy?
that sweep we saw.
yeah.
You could tell when Parks started going for that arm, Ian was,
Oh, he kind of panicked.
he
I
panicked
wouldn't
with
say
it.
panicked the right way, but he did what he had to do to get out of it.
Exactly.
So, as a corner, I'm trying to tell Ian he's got to keep dominant position in this. He definitely does not want to be on the bottom with these heavy punches from Colton. So, I like the idea of getting the takedown right away, but I also like the idea if he has to do what he can to maintain top dominant position. Do not go for submission if it puts you on bottom. Colton's the same thing. I'd like to see him try to do what he can to try and stay on top.
Round two. Make some noise.
Yeah, we're ready.
Takedown last time.
Oh, nice head kick.
Ian looks like he wants to keep this on the ground.
Jumps to guard.
He's got the triangle locked up right now. I mean, he's got to get that knee behind there, but he's got it locked up in a good position right there. Now, if Colton, he needs to sit up. If he doesn't sit up, he's going to be in some trouble here pretty quick. Breathe, brother. It's going to be very difficult
He's
to get
starting
that
to sink it in. You can see him.
He's got it behind the leg right now.
Oh,
Cole's doing a good job of trying to stay big. He has to stay big. If he can get that leg lock behind there, it's probably almost a wrap.
should
There, he's trying to get it.
should Parks be getting that knee maybe into the butt of Pomfret? And
I
starting
would probably try and put it on the rib and bend him in half a little bit more, or start throwing punches right now. He's got to do something because he's in a bad spot.
yeah, you can see Pomfret's hand is trapped there.
Yeah, so that's when he needs to start unloading some left hands to
Yeah,
help
right.
him open
Hammer
up that leg.
fist.
Because you never know, right now that could be very tight with that triangle choke. It's hard to tell where it's at. He's trying to stop them from getting it, and what Pomfret needs to do is get out of angle. If he's straight ahead like this, it's going to be very hard to land.
Now he's got both hands to help with that squeeze, too.
Yeah, but straight ahead is very difficult to finish this one.
You see him grabbing the knees there, starting to squeeze.
Trying to get it tighter. Now, I can't tell how tight. It could be very tight right now. Colton could be fine because he's straight ahead. If he's at an angle, very, very
It looks like it's over that right shoulder of...
Now, Ian's doing the right thing right now. He's trying to turn himself. That's why he's underhooking the arm. If he can turn himself to the right, pull his head to the right, it's going to be much more difficult for Colton to maintain that.
There you saw Parks throw some punches, but I wish he would have done it when he had a hand trap.
Yeah, it doesn't look surprising. That's the way. And he's gonna fall right back in that triangle choke. It looks like.
Actually, a little bit tighter now.
Well, hold on, I don't think he has it in there quite.
He had his arm in still. Another side mount for.
A little. Oh no!
Oh no! He just. Looked like Parks almost just turned his back into him.
Ian's doing a good job of keeping his back. Oh, wow. I think that's just the fact that Cole getting a little stronger than him right
Parton is tough. Parks is tough. This is a lot of heart right here.
Yeah. Now, 10 seconds left. Now, Ian might want to start throwing some punches. Because he's doing good position-wise, but he's really not landing doing too much damage right now. Another good round.
Yeah, another great round.
Now, Ian looks visibly tired right now, in my opinion. I think they're both looking pretty tired. But he looks very tired right now because he's wasting a lot of energy going for these submissions, and he's not able to finish right now.
Yeah, he is. And I'll tell you.
About a hand for your ring card girl, Jessie.
Parks is very strong. That's where he's able to stop a lot of Ian's attacks right now with his strength.
Get that heart rate down.
So now, in my opinion, I'm thinking I'm going to give that one to Ian again.
I would too, yeah.
Dominating position, going for submissions. Only problem is he's not really landing any strikes, but.
Yeah, I agree as well. And that's what I was saying with Parks there when he was in that triangle a little bit and he had Pomfret's hand trapped. I would have liked it.
He should have been throwing left hand.
And that would have scored so many points.
Well, more than the punch, I think it would have stopped.
Yeah, it could have. Yeah, absolutely. Got his legs apart, yeah.
It would have got him out there a lot quicker. So, then again, I don't really know how tight it was, and maybe he had to pull on that leg to keep him from being choked unconscious. All right, I would anticipate Ian to try and get this.
Third and final round. Make some noise for these two.
Ian does look tired. That was not a good shot from Ian.
No, it wasn't even. Now, he's going to try and trap that arm. Going for an arm lock right now. And Ian ends up on top somehow, though. I can see why Ian definitely wants to try and get this to the ground.
Yes.
He seems like he's got a better all-around ground game than Colton Parks does.
And I don't know what kind of submission game Parks has.
Yeah, I haven't seen much from him as far as submission attempts, but he definitely better know that he needs to get up or he's going to lose this fight. So Ian looks pretty happy right now to sit in the guard and just throw punches. I'd like to see him try and pass the guard, get side now.
Is this a little bit maybe more? I was going to say, looked like he was going to go for an arm there, but Pomfret was on that.
Yeah, didn't really have it locked up. He's still opening up the hips, trying to get that arm locked.
Do you think Ian's just kind of okay resting here right now? And maybe,
For sure.
Well, he might get this arm now.
Well, he's got it locked up, but Ian's got it. He's got a good.
He's got a good grip. You can see it underneath. And he's out.
There is the risk in trying to get that.
Is he going for another knee?
Yep. Got all kinds of.
He got a calf crutcher right there?
That's exactly what it is. Looks like a whole twisted mess right there.
Yeah, it does.
The problem problem with this move is both guys can kind of get the same thing.
If they can do the twisting ankle locks, I would like to see a toe hold right here.
For sure. But
it's in a great spot. That's when I was doing jiu-jitsu. That was my go-to move, man. I'd catch that toe and
yeah, try and turn it up. Works well. Looks like Colton's pretty tired right now. He's not really making a good attempt to get on top.
We're down to our last 30 seconds coming up here in the third and final round. Well, this is a good welcome back fight for Pomfret here. He's had to earn this. Yeah, he's had to earn this victory too.
For sure. And the referee stands him up with about 10 seconds. And she's going to give him about one last chance.
Oh, he's got a
choke. He's trying to get it.
All right.
I'm sure not the way Ian wanted to end the fight.
No, that's for sure.
Good fight, though.
Now we're going to go to a judge's decision. I'm pretty confident it's going to go in Pomfret's way. That's the way I'm seeing it right now. But you never know. While we're waiting on the decision, I'm going to go over a few more sponsors here. Barker's B&K here in Kokomo, Indiana. They've got Coney Dogs and more. They've been a long-time sponsor here at Colosseum Combat. Cricket Wireless is another sponsor that helps out quite a bit. New Breed Tattoo and Piercing. They've been here since the beginning. Cottingham Concrete, they're a new sponsor for us. Telecare Health Solutions from Fishers, Indiana. And, of course, our ring announcer, who we're going to go up to here, Brady L. Davis. It wouldn't be a fight without Brady in the ring. They're tallying up these judges' scores right now. There you see Shamrock moving in storage on our screen. Barlow's beard butter. I actually got me some of that the last fight. And then I shaved my beard down. So, Hog Heaven. There are the caterers here tonight. And I tell you, the pork nachos. Ooh. You can get Hog Heaven in town. Fast Play Sports. None of this would be possible without Fast Play Sports. Streaming to you. I believe we're tallying up the scores right now. What a great fight between both guys. And you can see the difference in the debut guys, and these guys have been around for a little while. Let's go up to Brady L. Davis and see what the judges came up with.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this evening, we go the distance and thus to the judges' scorecards for your winner. Judge number 1 scores the bout 29-28, Parks. Judge number 2 scores the bout 29-27, Pomfret. Judge number 3 scores the bout 29-27 for your winner by split decision, Ian Pomfret.
Split decision.
What's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Here's Chris Lytle with our winner.
Great fight there against a very, very strong and determined opponent. What are your thoughts on the fight right now?
Hats off to Colton Parks. Hell of an athlete, hell of a competitor. I'm sure I'll see him again one day.
Well, cool, excellent. Looked like we had a lot of back and forth action right there. You look like you really did a good job of getting the fight to the ground right away. Is that kind of your game plan, usually trying to get the fight to the ground?
I'm comfortable anywhere, but I don't like to talk about injuries, but this camp kind of had to tweak some things, so game plan had to be adjusted.
Absolutely. Undefeated right now, 5-0. Do you have anybody you'd like to fight to defend your amateur title, or is it going to be about time for you to turn to the professional ranks?
Man, I'm in no rush. You've known me since, what, I was 14, Chris? Shit, man, I've been telling you I was going to do this since I met you. I'm in no rush. I'm in this for life. I'll go pro one day. I'll get a world title one day, too. You can mark my words on that.
Hey, I'd like to hear it. Ian, congratulations on the fight, brother. Good guy.
There you hear it from our winner, Ian Pomfret. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my good buddy Shane Helmy out there watching. He's been texting with his thoughts on each of the fights. You know, I always respect that opinion, buddy.
Number 5, baby.
All right. He said he's wanting his world championship.
I know.
And I tell you, man, I definitely think of a lot of the guys I've seen come through here, he's definitely one of those guys that's got the future ahead of him. I mean, this guy eats and trains.
And the good thing is, to be honest with you, that fight is the kind of fight he needs to learn how to fight better. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't do any good to come up here and beat guys easy in the first
Here we
round,
go. We are ready for the next bout.
Fight for him.
Making his entrance to the blue corner,
split decision.
Jordan Zawari.
You know,
But
I wouldn't like I said, judges. I'm not sure what they're looking at.
so we're ready to move on to our amateur title fight. It's the welterweight championship, or I'm sorry, middleweight championship between Gavin Agnew and Jordan Zawari.
All right.
I had to go back and ask him. I want to make sure. I told him, I said, look, man, I'm commentating the fights. I want to make sure I say this name right, so I don't have 100 people commenting and saying it's Zawari, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My bad.
Well, I teach school, man, and I tell you, I learned how to pronounce names right pretty quick because
I would not be good at that.
no.
Like, I'm just gonna call you Mike.
Yeah.
That is not my name, man.
Yeah, it's quite funny. There you see Jordan Zawari, Carlson Gracie out of Northern Kentucky. I tell you, he's 5-0, Hard Rock MMA fighter. Typically fights down at the Hard Rock MMA series with B2 Digital Fight Series. The same, they're the same ones that run the Colosseum Combat. His last fight was in June of 2018. It was his first decision win. So most of his fights have been finishes.
Wow. Well, that's what we like here. We
yeah.
like finishes. I want to see two people come try and take each other out. So hopefully that's what we got here.
Yeah, and I saw him in the back when he's getting his hands taped, and I mean, it looks like he's ready to go. He's 5-0 right now. So we'll see what he can bring in here. He's going against Gavin Agnew, who's 9-7. Most of his fights are also in Hard Rock MMA, and he actually won their title back in August.
All right.
So we have two Hard Rock MMA guys coming up to Kokomo to do this
like
stuff.
I said, that's the beauty. You got these guys working together now, so we should get better fighters from all around.
Yeah, and you know, I think maybe one of our main event fighters, Booger Shields. I think maybe one of his fights was his recent fights was back in Hard Rock as well. Like, so they're kind of trading back and forth, and it's great, man. You get to see a lot of different guys and you know, different styles, different gyms, and
it's not only different guys, but we want different quality guys. You know, I want to see as many people as we can who fight here fight at the next level, and I think that's what this kind of promotes. That's what this helps, and I think that's the future of what we have going on right here.
Did you ever feel that there was just something like right now? It seems to me, like looking at the UFC, that a lot of the Russians are really coming in and taking stuff over with Khabib the last time and things like that. Did you ever feel like any of the fights you had, like there was one, and I don't want to, one nationality or one?
Well, it clearly, when I was, you know, early on, it seemed like there was about 3 nationalities that really dominated: Brazil, Japanese, and American. That was kind of the main 3. I think the Japanese have since kind of fallen off. They just haven't really been able to compete as much.
Well, when Pride shut down, that took a
And now making his way to the red corner,
like the Brazilians are
Gavin Agnew.
Getting a lot of these Eastern Bloc Russian type, just tough-nosed, hard, you know, just hard-nosed people, and they're going to excel this.
Right,
Good
yeah.
wrestlers.
What did you think of that Khabib and Conor fight?
It went pretty much like I thought. I thought Conor always had that knockout, you know, one-punch chance. But I said if he gets taken down the first round and ridden out, and if he gets taken down within the first minute of the second round, the fight's over. Yep. I don't think he'll have it. He won't have the juice at that point to do anything, and that's pretty much what happened.
Hey, how can you not like this song coming out? Hey, what's up, man?
All right, so looking forward to seeing this one. This should be a good one. Now,
yeah, this is Gavin.
Gavin has had an awful lot of fight for an amateur. This is his 17th amateur fight.
And he's fighting out of Indianapolis, American Top Team.
Yeah.
But like I said, he had a lot of fights down in Kentucky with Hard Rock. So, and these guys are looking for the new Colosseum Combat middleweight title. There you see Zawari posing with the fans. He's having a good time.
He wants to hear the fans. He wants them. See, like I said, it's hard to tell. Some people love the fans. Some people could care less about them. That can energize you. It can also get you too energized, so you got to be careful.
Well, he looks like he's having a good time in there waiting on Agnew to get in the ring. All right, let's go up to Brady L. Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen,
with our announcer.
welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. We are ready for the next bout on the amateur card. This bout is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds for the vacant Colosseum Combat middleweight title. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he's a freestyle fighter representing Carlson Gracie Jr. Academy. Sponsored by Delicio's Coal Fire Pizza, Project BYLD, Bridge Fitness, Altercation Fight Gear, and 9-round kickboxing. Weighing in at 181.3 pounds with an undefeated record of 5 wins and 0 losses. Fighting out of Akron, Ohio by way of Cincinnati, Jordan Zawari. His opponent across the cage fighting out of the Hog Heaven red corner is also a freestyle fighter representing American Top Team Indy, weighing in at 183.5 pounds with a record of 9 wins and 7 losses. From Western Kentucky, fighting out of Indianapolis, Gavin Agnew.
All right.
Fighters to the center of the cage for final instructions by a referee, Trent Genosa.
All right, gentlemen, this one's for the middleweight title. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now if you'd like to. All right, let's go back to our corners, have a nice, clean fight.
I tell you, looking at these guys, Pomfret, that fight was just at 185. He can maybe try to get 2 belts if he wants to.
Well, we'll see how the fight goes.
Yeah, we'll see how this fight goes, and that might be a next step for him.
Yeah. He can try to be the counter of McGregor.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Like we have traditional stance versus south.
Oh, nice right hand.
Trying to show why he's undefeated right there.
Yeah, he had landed a nice right hand. Oh, good leg kick, too.
And Gavin wants nothing to do with it. He's trying to get a takedown immediately. I don't think he liked that right hand he takes.
No.
All right, so we got a takedown attempt right now by Gavin. Jordan doing a good job of keeping that on his feet.
Nice knee.
Yeah. See, the good thing for Gavin right now, he is in his corner. Like you said earlier, his corner is able to tell him exactly what he needs to do.
Well, and even landing those knees to that thigh, I mean, that's one of those things that it may not hurt right now, but that third round, if it makes it that far, and he gets him a nice Charlie horse on that leg.
Yeah, those hurt long term. It's just like a body shot. You're putting those in the bank for later. That's another good knee.
And he's doing a good job of staying busy up against the cage.
Well, it does 2 things. It makes it where the referee doesn't stop the fight and stand you back up, and it also earns point with the judges.
Absolutely.
So there's really nothing bad he's doing right there. He's putting his weight on. Jordan did a good job there of getting his back against off the fence. And he reverses the position right now.
I see some knees. As I say, there's both guts were opened up on both guys. I was waiting on one of them. Now you see the toe stomp.
Old school foot stomps right there.
That's that Marco Huas we talked about earlier, right?
Now, to me, it looks like that Jordan doesn't seem very interested.
Oh, we got a groin shot here.
Yeah. Now the timer is still running right here, but I'm not real sure what they're booing at. Are they booing at the guy who threw the knee or the guy who's...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I can just assure you, if you've ever been kneed there, it's not good.
I had one fight I refereed where both guys kicked each other at the same time right in the groin. Nice. I was like, oh. The best thing was they both got their 5 minutes, so.
Okay. So was that 10 minutes? Was it?
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, he gets 5 minutes to recover. He's going to take it. Here's the shot right here. You can see it. And hello.
Yeah, it was hard to see from that angle.
Yeah, because they both threw a kick at the same time. Yeah. You know, I've seen quite a few too where the guy knees and the knee hits the belt line, but the shin gets that cut.
Yeah, and that happens quite often. And that's a situation where it's difficult for the fighter throwing the knee. They're not trying to do anything, and they're actually the knee's laying in the right spot.
Exactly.
Okay, now Jordan was able to land some good punches here last time. Let's see what happens. Good punches again.
Oh, nice.
Straight left by Gavin, but he still went for the takedown.
Peek out.
Good for headlock right here by Jordan, dragging into the mat. Let's see if he uses that for a submission or to get position to get it back.
40 seconds.
A little knee to the shoulder right there. Now what Jordan's doing a good job right now is just being heavy, wearing Gavin down. This is extremely tiring to try and hold the guy's weight up just with your lower back.
Could Jordan tire his arms out though as well?
Well, if he's squeezing right now, if he's doing a smart thing and getting that good front headlock wrestler position where he's not wasting too much arm strength and using his body.
You see 10 seconds left.
Good knee right there. He's doing a good job not to knee the head.
All right, there's the end of round 1.
And that was another tough round to call.
Oh yeah, I think Jordan had that one. I think his stand-up was a lot better.
I would agree with that.
I felt like his ground game was better. He to me landed the harder shots, but
for sure. You know, it is a little bit more difficult for me to judge when you're doing with 3-minute rounds. I'm used to the 5-minute rounds, so it seems like you get a little bit more.
Yeah, the 3 minutes, man. I'm telling you, that's tough.
I mean, you get one guy on top, the other guy on top. Who's really winning? All right. We also would like to thank Moe's River Room. Are you sure? Have you been to Moe's River Room?
I've not been to Moe's, but it's the same people that own Elbow Room.
Well, I like the sound of it then.
Yes, and it's actually just right down the street from here, from the Civic Center.
So check that one out. We also have Gravity Trampoline, new sponsor. Thank you for being part of what we're trying to do over here. Back to round 2. We got people cheering for Jordan right now. Jordan, see how he does this. Touch of hands to show the respect right there. Now, Gavin has a very high stance with his right arm. He's given that body kick sometimes, I think. Maybe he's asking for him to.
Oh, nice.
Maybe he's trying to trap him with a body kick so he can grab the leg and take him down. I don't know.
Well, Zawari looks pretty strong. I mean,
he's doing a good job of using his weight. See how bent over he is? See how he's at a big angle right there? He's using every ounce of his body weight to try and push Gavin into the fence.
Okay.
The problem with that is it does open you up for knees in the stomach, which Gavin threw early, but I haven't seen him throw as of the last couple seconds.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, like you said, with these 3 minutes to judge it, but also even in something like this, you want to give him time to work, but is there anything being done right here, you know?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of tacticals happening, and actually there are some good knees.
Yeah, those are some
right
good knees
there
getting
by
through.
Gavin. Using that underhook to stop the takedown from happening, but you know, if you're just sitting here holding position, that's when the referee's going to want to stand back up. And on a good single leg right now, it's going to be the question, is going to be able to finish that. And Gavin's not helping him out by pulling those arms out. That's exactly what he needed to do. I'd like to see some knees being thrown by Gavin right now.
Yeah.
He's open for it.
I want to see Jordan let those hands go a little bit more when he's standing there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'd like to see him do it right now. It seems like he's got the better hands. Good jab and step right there, but look at Gavin's mouth wide open.
Oh, he's got a guillotine look in here.
Every time Jordan throws heavy punches, Gavin kind of drops his head and gives up his front headlock. I think Jordan needs to understand that and figure that out. Should be a lot of stuff open. You could fake a right hand, come with a big uppercut.
We gotta get points, Kevin. Hey, sweep that leg. He lifts that leg up like that.
Good knee.
Nice knee, yeah.
Good. He's faking him out. He's lifting the right leg, throwing the left knee.
Well, you can see they're bothering Jordan because
he's reacting to him now. He wasn't reacting early. I can take these all day. No, you can't.
Finish the round on top here.
Now, good knee there. Good knee. And we do have Gavin's corner urging him to get a takedown. They feel like if he gets a takedown, he's going to secure the round.
Drag him away.
I would agree with that.
I would agree too. Yeah, I think he's secured as of right now.
It's pretty close right now, but
Oh, nice throw. Can he finish up?
Did. Excellent work.
That was
Excellent
great.
takedown right there.
That was
Hit it
great
out on
throw.
top. Good job.
All right.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I think that was a great round for Agnew.
Yeah, I think that won him the round right there. Listen to his corner very well. Yeah, and his corner's urging him to get a takedown. He does it with about 5 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, that was
Very
a great.
good job. What about Hog Heaven? Now, that's the place I do know a little something about.
Yeah, we just talked about that one just a minute ago. It came up on the screen. There it is. They cater this
On
event.
cue. All right.
More time for
Yeah,
your ring card girl,
good food.
Jessie.
Good food.
There we go. So if you guys in the Kokomo area,
Pulled
please,
pork.
exactly, give Hog Heaven some love
Yes.
because they're giving it to us. Come on.
There's Gravity Trampoline Park.
Yep.
They're
We got one more gym. Oh,
Yep.
there's the elbow room.
Yeah,
again,
there's
too.
the elbow
We've just
room
been
popping
talking
up again.
about that.
all right. We're ready to get on with this third. and
I
final
feel
round.
like we have this tied at 1 round apiece.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, this is going to be a tough fight for the championship, and you know what? It should be, right?
Yeah, that's just how you want these fights to be. You know, I like we've had a good,
Third and
few
final
fights,
round.
early finishes,
Yeah.
and then we've had a couple. Looks like they might go to this. So that's some exactly what you want to see as a matchmaker.
You gotta win this one. Let's go.
Yeah, I think this is a toss-up. Either guy can win it here.
For sure.
Jordan throws really good.
Nice, crisp, clean shots.
Yeah.
If I'm his corner, I'm telling him keep this fight on your feet as long as possible. Wow, and then Gavin comes with a good straight left. Right down the pipe. Seems like he's in and out just a little bit short on most of those punches. I like what his corner is telling him right now. I want to see the 3. That means they want to see the hook right after that 1-2. The 1-2's coming up just short. The 3 should be there every time.
Let's go. Forward here. Final round, guys.
Once again, he's not throwing that 3 at the end like his corner's asking. Right?
Oh, there's a nice left.
You know, it appears, in my opinion, to be that
Watch him on our short.
Jordan's looking a little tired at this
Yeah,
point.
he
He's
is.
not reacting to the stand-up like he was early on.
Hey, work here, guys. Work here.
Nice exchange.
Gavin seems to be the fresher fighter at this point,
Hey, come on.
even though his mouth's sitting wide open.
You've heard him. Put it on him. Put it on him.
Good knee attempt right there.
Oh, nice.
Halfway there.
Loving how this fight's turning out. Both fights.
Here we go. Now they're just throwing.
Good. Oh, big
Nice
right
right hand.
Big right hand by Jordan.
Looks
He's
like,
just letting him wing at this point.
Yeah, looks like Zawari's a little cut up. His nose is busted a little.
I think all the technique's kind of about to win it, which is who's going to out-toughen the other one.
Oh, head kick from Agnew.
Now we got both guys with a mouth wide open.
Let's go. 1, 2.
Nice foot kick.
Throw it again. High. Go high.
Good takedown.
Oh, nice takedown.
Wow.
That's big right there in
Yeah,
this round.
very close round. Oh,
Is he going to be able to reverse it? Oh,
trying to get the reverse triangle right now. And it looks like that's going to get Gavin on
Yeah.
top.
Gavin.
Wow. Good reversal right
wow,
there.
excellent. Anson
Good
now
body
going to
work
land some
right now.
punches. He's got 18 seconds.
Wow. Now that takedown was good. I think the reversal might be.
I think
scoring
so
a
as
little
well.
bit
And then
more
these
points.
are big.
Yeah, landed some good strikes right there.
And you know, Zawari was undefeated going into this.
Wow. I think he's winning that.
All right. I think
I bet.
that's a good round, good finish from Agnew. He seemed to get stronger as the fight went on.
I think cardio came into play. Let's see what happens here.
All right. We're going to get these judges' decisions coming up here. Let's see if we can see some replays from that last round, especially. These guys were headhunting in that final round. Here you can see some knees. There's that throw that we had at the end of the second. That was a great takedown. These guys come out and fill each other out a little bit in the third. Nice knee, some good punches. Nice punch right there from Agnew. Good leg kick, inside leg kick. There was that head kick. It wasn't thrown real hard, but, it connected. We are tallying up the judges' scorecards, and we will have us a new Colosseum Combat middleweight champion here at Colosseum Combat 47 of the B2 Digital Fight Series. While we're waiting here, I'm going to thank a couple sponsors. We have the, you see the B2 Digital trading at BTDG. If you guys are into the stocks, you see Shamrock Moving and Storage, Barlow's Beard Butter, Elbow Room. We've talked about them a couple times tonight. There's Telecare. They are the health solutions in Fishers, Indiana. Cricket Wireless.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Center. Here we go. And let's
with the belt going the distance, again we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores the bout 30-27, Agnew. Judge number 2 scores the bout 29-28, Zawari. Judge number 3 scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Gavin Agnew.
Yeah, I think that was a great fight and a good call. We'll go up with our new champion and Chris Lytle. He's got his new hardware on, and let's go up and have him talk to Mr. Chris Lights Out Lytle.
Gavin, great fight here. What are your thoughts on it right now?
I thought it was supposed to be 5 rounds.
Well, that'd be a good thing to know before the fight, right? So I bet you're glad it wasn't right now you got the victory. Very, very back and forth fight right there. It appeared to me like you came on later. Your cardio was a factor. I felt like you outlasted. Was that your thought of the fight?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looked like you had some good takedowns at the very end of the second round. Had a good takedown at the end of the third round. He took you down, but you did a good job of reversing it. You think that's what won it for you?
I believe so, and I just want to say thanks to Jordan. He's a hell of an opponent. He's an animal. Look for him. He's coming up.
Excellent. Well, the title holder now, what's next for you? You want to defend the title? You've had a lot of fights. You got anything on the pro circuit you want to do? What do you want next?
I'm thinking a kickboxing fight and then maybe a pro fight in the spring sometime.
All right. Congratulations on a great fight. Look forward to seeing you fight again for us. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, there you have it with our winner, Gavin Agnew.
We'll have a brief intermission before we start the pro card.
All right, and we're going to get ready to take a brief intermission here at B2 Digital Fight Series Colosseum Combat. We will be back with you shortly.
Hello, Kokomo. Are you ready for the pro card? Let me hear you make some noise. Here we go. We are ready for the first bout on the pro card.
All right, welcome back.
Making his entrance to the blue corner.
We didn't know they were starting right away. They kind of surprised that one on us, didn't they?
Yeah, usually there's a little bit more of a warning, but that's fine. Perfect.
Yeah,
I like
good.
it. Let's do it.
Let's get it started, man.
All
We
right.
went through those first amateur fights. We had some really good fights. We had that title fight that went the way we thought it would.
You know, 2 split decisions.
Yeah.
That was a little surprising. They were pretty close fights.
They were very close. So now we're ready for the pro fights. We've got Cody Sheby.
Cody
versus
Sheby's coming up right now.
Jonathan Griffin.
Now Cody Sheby, he's independent once again, so that's interesting.
And he's this is his pro debut. He was 6-9 as an amateur. He's coming off his last fight as an amateur was a loss, so he's jumping pro. You know, he's got to deal with obviously longer rounds and you know, maybe a little bit more advanced. You've got Jonathan Griffin also making his pro debut, and he's coming off 2 losses. So,
well, maybe these guys are just thinking, you know what? If I'm gonna fight, I might as well get paid.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know,
nothing wrong with that.
And another beautiful thing is their match that seems like fairly evenly on paper, as far as their records go, and both making their pro debut, and you know, starting off the pro portion of this card. Can't beat it. Jonathan Griffin, who's fighting in this fight, he had a loss back in June, Colosseum Combat.
Okay.
So, and that's a unanimous loss to Jordan Kreider.
Well, we've seen Jordan.
Yeah,
Ryder.
Jordan.
He's been doing very well.
Yeah, and I just talked to him back there. And then you have Cody, who's coming off a round 2 TKO stoppage back in December of 17, so almost a year ago.
He's almost been a year off, though. You know, maybe he's rededicated himself to the gym, worked on his weaknesses, says, I'm going to make a go of this, I'm going to come pro.
And now making his way to the red corner, Jonathan Griffin.
Yeah, I have too. Some names you just don't forget.
Well, it wasn't even the name. It was when I saw him out here warming up, and he's definitely ready to go. When I saw him fight last time, he was ready to go.
You got 28-year-old Jonathan Griffin and 23-year-old Cody Sheby. Jonathan's looking confident.
Well, and I've talked to some promoters. I know one thing I've heard them say is what they want to do is put on a fight where both guys know 100% that they're going to win that fight. So that's what you want. Both guys thinking, I'm going to win this fight. You don't want anybody who's not sure because they don't fight as well. These guys in between rounds 1 and 2, 3, whatever, they're still thinking to win it no matter what. You have to be a little delusional as a fighter.
Yeah.
You have to be able to say, I got knocked out my last fight, but I'm going to kill this guy because I'm the best fighter in the world.
Right, and I mean, when you look at the records, I mean, it's not like these guys were 0-3 or 3-1 or 2-1 and then just jump straight to the pro. I mean, these guys have quite a few fights between them as they're amateurs.
Well, in my opinion, you know, the whole goal of amateur is to set you up for a professional career.
Yep.
And there's no reason to take 20 amateur fights. So if you're learning, you know, I don't care how many fights you lose in the amateur, it's how much you learn from those. If you learn from each loss, it's worth the loss.
Yep. You see here, Jonathan trains with Mick Vickers out of Terre Haute. I remember back when I started jiu-jitsu and was working, doing jiu-jitsu, Mick Vickers was a huge name in jiu-jitsu in Indiana.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I think he was a Megaton Diaz guy or something that he trained with. Look at Sheby's up there having a good time.
He looks like this is very entertaining for him.
He's almost at a dance party up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. We are ready for the first bout on the pro card. It is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner. He is an independent freestyle fighter, sponsored by Azad Watches, Just Heart Apparel, Jasper Engines and Transmissions, John Polly Farms Inc., Ice Photography, and Patoka River Fitness, weighing in at 150 pounds even, with an amateur record of 9 wins and 3 losses, making his professional debut this evening from Winslow, Indiana, Cody Lightning Sheby.
Lightning, I like it.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Barker's B&K red corner, is trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, representing McVickers Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Sponsored by Terre Haute Fitness Center, weighing in at 154.1 pounds, with an amateur record of 8 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. Also making his professional debut this evening from Terre Haute, Indiana, Jonathan Cochino Griffin.
You know, watching this guy jump and I was working a fight down in Indianapolis one time, and a guy jumped up and blew his ACL.
Wow.
Did one of those, you know, where they jump up high and slam their legs down. I thought, oh, man. Every time I see guys do it now, I can't get that out of my head.
All right. Good kicks exchange right there.
I'm going to have to assume that Griffin's got some good ground game, and you can see it right here. He's getting the takedown.
Headlock attempt right now.
Griffin's doing a good job of just being patient, working that takedown. Oh, nice punch.
Griffin appears to be the stronger of these two right now. It's like a little bigger, a little bit stronger.
You can see him wanting to get this down on the ground.
For sure. He has him sucked up very good with that body lock. It seems
nice
like
knee.
He can throw him with a good body lock anytime he wants to right now. But he's landing good knees. Why would he? Good balance
I'm over here twisting and turning as he tried to throw him down. I'm like, oh, he's almost got it.
You know, Cody has a strange ability to be able to have his back bent like that and still not go down. Most people, when you bend their back like that, it's a wrap. Good roll.
Yeah,
right there. He got him out of a bad
Dipsy
spot
doodle right there. Yeah.
He's still.
But now he's on the back,
really
and actually
he's got the hooks in.
Yeah, and Griffin's in a great spot.
I think this could be a problem. Not sure how he's going to get out of this with his legs flattened out. Referee's going to give him a couple of seconds, and I think he might stop it here if he can't get out any quicker than this.
He's looking at him.
Look at the ref said, hey, but he's just hitting him in the hand.
Yeah, he's just hitting him in the hand. I think he needs to switch, maybe go to the other side. There, oh, he might get it underneath the neck now. Let's see. Oh.
No, he's about to tap.
Yeah, there it is. You can see it coming right there. I'm not really shocked by that performance from Griffin. He came right in and got the fight on the ground and sunk in that rear naked choke. Great job of just being patient and working that fight in. You can see Sheby being very congratulatory. And we're ready to go up to Brady Davis with the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 52 seconds in the first round, your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Jonathan Cochino Griffin. Once again, Chris Lights Out Lytle with your post-fight interview.
All right, congratulations on a fantastic professional debut coming from the ranks of an amateur to a pro. What are your thoughts on a new style of fighting and new everything, being a pro now?
Well, I was trying to throw a few elbows, but man, it's kind of hard to set those up, huh?
Yeah, not quite as easy it looks on TV, is it?
No, not at all. Got my arm.
Now, it looked like the game plan right away was to get in there and get a takedown. Is that usually what you want to do, or is it kind of all around? What was your game plan going into the fight?
Well, I knew that I had a lot of plans come through the fight. You know, you got to plan from A through Z. But yeah, I come from Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Jack McVickers is my coach. Shout out to everybody at McVickers Martial Arts. Yeah, you know, we play on the ground every day, so I'll take them into my world.
Excellent. Well, like I said, great debut as a professional. What's on your mind next? Anybody in particular that you're wanting to fight?
Blaze Rogers!
Yeah, well, I think there's no question about that.
He made that clear.
Look forward to seeing that. Hopefully, we can get that set up, and congratulations on a great fight.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Lytle.
Well, he made that clear that he'd like to fight Blaze Rogers next. So, Blaze, if you're out there watching or listening, somebody's friends with him, you might want to send him a message. Let him know.
Are you ready for the next pro fight, Kokomo? Let me hear you one more time.
Yeah. I sometimes you beat around the bush, not this guy. So.
Well, I just said if Blaze is watching
right,
or if one of his friends are, message him and let him know. He just got called out.
Yeah. I don't know if there's like any bad blood there or.
I don't know either. That's interesting.
If they know each other, but he definitely wants to fight.
Yeah.
So.
And he started off. He's 1-0 as a pro. That's a good day, and it was a good fight. He came out, took him down, and got that choke in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, he had a game plan. I like what he said though. He said you had about 10 different game plans. That's always the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And none of those plans happen.
Yeah. And I like how they're all nice. They're all happy to meet you, buddy.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah, it's good.
This is good.
Well, that's something we've talked about in the past here before, that you can come to these local shows like this, and it doesn't matter if it's Hard Rock in Kentucky or if it's Colosseum Combat. There's usually a pro fighter or somebody that shows up. And
I was a long-time UFC fighter, but I love the sport, and I've been around here forever. I fought in a lot of events like this, so I just enjoy being around the sport. I want to see these newer guys who can make it to the next level, and hopefully, you can inspire them to try to. Somebody from around here can make it to the next level if they work hard, dedicate themselves.
And we've talked about training at a good gym with some of these independent guys, and I mean, when you train at a good gym, those fighters are there, and I say this all the time. Like it's like a high school basketball player going to the Y and playing with LeBron James or Durant or somebody like that. That's what these guys get to do, and sometimes on a daily basis.
Yeah. So, I mean, even a little bit different from a high school. It's like you're a high school player and you're playing against LeBron James every day. That does make you better, or you're not going to play very long.
Right. And so it's just, I always find it interesting when I see, and I like to hear the guys, credit you for everything you've done to the sport, and like I said, you see them referees or UFC referees, Bellator referees. We've got fighters that come to these events that have fought in those. And I mean, matter of fact, you just saw there with Highball, one of the guys walking out was UFC fighter Andrew Holbrook.
Yep. And Pat McPherson.
And Pat McPherson, who's always
many UFC fighters all over the world doing this stuff. So,
do you know if Holbrook has anything coming up, or?
I knew he had neck surgery a while back, so he's not even 100% medically cleared to be able to do everything. So I don't think he has anything set up yet. He is getting healthy, though. I've been working out with him a little bit. He's feeling pretty darn good.
That's good.
I'm sure he'll be back at some point. And here's Highball. Highball I think he's coming off.
Now making his entrance.
He had 3 losses in a row, and all of them from TKOs.
Yeah, and most of those were from unanswered strikes to the ground. So I know, I think I've been here for a couple of them, and he's getting put on the ground, either mounted or rear mounted, where he's just getting struck. So
and
he definitely wants to keep the fight on his feet.
Then you got Tavay Lewis here, who's 2-1, and he lost his first fight, and he had 2 wins in a row. So
coming off opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
I think both guys are obviously going to be very hungry for a win right now.
I guess the bonus is Tavay's last 2 wins were by rear naked choke. So, and his last 3 stoppages were from referee strike. So that might be a good thing for Highball right now.
Yeah. He shouldn't be as worried about the strike.
Yeah, maybe.
He's typically been pretty difficult to choke. So. Would like to take I know I see over there looking. Highball has a couple tattoos. Reminds me of the Newbury Tattoo in Pearson. What a great place. If I ever got any more, that's probably where I'm going.
Hey, I tell you what, it's the nicest place here in Kokomo.
It's good.
Clean establishment, great place.
And I know Aaron Highball has a little bit of a beard going on there, so
you gotta go.
There you go.
The beard butter.
Beard butter.
I trimmed mine up from the last time, so it was getting too long.
Okay, but they take care of the beard so it don't stink.
That's right.
So, I'm not allowed to have a beard. I'm a fireman. They don't let us do that.
Whip top of the line auto detail.
Yep.
Go get truck detailed, looking like new. They've been here, I think, since maybe Slater's been doing this, and actually they have a I don't know what those are called, corner pad or turnbuckle, I guess, if you're back in the old wrestling days. Top of the line out there on there.
Now we do have Trey Lewis. He does come to us from Vincennes, American Karate Do.
Yeah, this is the second of 4 pro fights.
Looking forward to this. It should be a good fight.
You see Highball there. He's 33 years old. Tavay Lewis is 26. Age is just a number, though, right? What are you, 40?
Not important.
And you're still doing your fight. You're still doing your fighting.
Well, that's because I have a lot of psychological mental problems.
No, it's because you're in great physical shape.
I knew it was an issue when somebody said, "Why are you doing this bare knuckle?" And I said, "Look, I'm not taking this as serious as UFC. I do this. I'm just doing this for fun." And I started thinking about how that sounded. I'm doing this for fun. I could tell the look that I got was like a cross between.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. We are ready for the next bout on the pro card. It is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing indie boxing and grappling. Sponsored by Own Legacy LLC, Wild Ass Riders MC, Bad Boy Bail Bonds, Sure Thing Productions, Midwest Barber Supply, and Hustle Hands ENT, weighing in at 170.9 pounds with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses. From Indianapolis, Indiana, uncaged Aaron Highball. His opponent across the cage fighting out of the Scared Rabbit red corners, trained in jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, and boxing. Representing Sabins Martial Arts Academy, sponsored by Tres Hombres, Clemens Insurance, Simple Chiropractic, Southern Q, AKD, and Sabins Martial Arts Academy, weighing in at 171 pounds even, with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. From Carbondale, Illinois, today, Southern Illinois' Golden Boy, Lewis.
All right.
Josh Stewart, your referee.
Tell you, looking at these guys, it looks like Highball should have a little bit of a reach on him.
Definitely. The thing that stands out to me is Lewis has got some pretty thick legs, man. If I were him, I'd probably be throwing some leg kicks, like with a southpaw stance. And once again, good kicks right there.
There goes the takedown. And right in the side mount.
Right in the side mount. Not a good start for Aaron Highball.
Just keep pinning there. Just keep pinning. Keep the hip down. Get the hip down. Don't let him get that elbow.
Good knees to the body by Lewis.
I don't think you see that enough.
I don't either.
Guys will get side mounted, and you just don't see them throwing a lot of those knees.
I think they're a little worried about getting regarded right there, which every time he rears back to throw that knee, Highball should work.
Yeah.
For
and that's what Lewis should do, is use that other arm back there to.
Now, I do know Highball has some good explosive ability, which, like you can see right there, he has achieved. You know, he's got half guard in right now. Now, right now, you know, Lewis is on top, but I don't really see a lot of strikes being done by either guy. So he's probably winning right now in position, but that can easily be changed by if somebody's going to land some significant punches.
Yeah, I mean, I would look for referee Josh Stewart to maybe start standing this up here. I mean, they're not moving.
Yeah, they're not really doing a lot on the ground. I mean, you are winning a little bit of positioning, but this isn't enough action.
Yeah, nobody's advancing the position, and every now and then you might sneak a little strike in, but
they're not significant strikes.
Nothing.
They're nothing that's going to change the outcome of the fight.
Keep the underhook, team. Keep the underhook.
So Aaron Highball's got that lockdown with the half guard, makes it very difficult to do anything. Looks like he's just trying to earn the stand-up right now. Referee looks like he's thinking about it, not really doing much right now.
Keep the underhook. Get down.
Now, the one thing that will keep this going where it is a lot of elbows getting landed. I don't see that happening right now. A little surprised he hasn't landed them up. They've been sitting there for about a minute and a half.
Looks like Stewart's. I don't know if he's going to move in or not, but
yeah, you keep looking like he's thinking about it.
I know. When I was refereeing, I'm like, all right, I'm going to give him 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to stand him up, and then they'd start throwing. And
you got to talk to him. You have to say, I'm going to stand you up if I don't see some action right here. And if the guy on top wants it to stop.
Oh, almost got a hip place there, but right over his back.
What did we talk about? Rear naked chokes?
Yep.
He's got a body lock right now with Aaron Highball. If he wants to, he's got to get that foot to the ground. Very difficult right now because that foot is to the cage. So you would say just roll to the other side, but that's exactly that's how you tighten it up. Highball looks like he's trying to get his back to the ground. Landed some punches from there.
I think more punches have been thrown from this position than when they were in that half guard.
I know, very strange. Now he does have a good job of getting that body triangle. Highball needs to get that other foot to the ground. He's not able to get that choke in though. I told you, Highball is very good about stopping that rear naked choke. He's been in that position from Andrew Holbrook an awful lot, I guarantee. Like I said, Highball needs to do what he can to get that other, roll his other way. He needs to get that, go to his right side. That will alleviate the pressure and he can get out of that body lock, that body triangle. But if he stays in that body triangle, he's never going to get out of this move. He's trying to get that foot over right there. Very interesting position. The fence.
Yeah, that fence is stopping that from.
So if he needs it, Aaron Highball needs to lean to the right far. Lewis is trying to do what he can to stop that. These punches are irritating, but they're not really game-changing.
Now he's got those feet down.
There, that's what he needs to do right there. Now he needs to put some pressure on that, try to work on getting that leg out. He worked on overhooking the leg. He needs to get the leg under there.
Oh.
So by putting his right leg over his leg, it puts him in a worse position. He needs to put it underneath there. He's not going to win the battle of strikes coming behind and hitting the guy. Well, I would definitely say if I'm in Lewis's corner, I'm telling him to get a takedown right away.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't seem like he was able to defend much from there at all, or to get him off his back.
No, I mean, I think that was really an easy round for Lewis.
Very much so. To be honest with you, how they score, you're going to have to go with a 10-8 there.
Yeah. I mean, he held the entire round. It's duration, damage.
Exactly.
I mean, there was not a lot of damage.
But there was duration.
Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't the most exciting round.
No.
But
very
it was very. It was very dominant from Lewis.
For sure. I mean, so Highball has to know right now he better come out and win this round, or
it looked like at one point Highball was looking for a takedown.
Yeah.
When they were standing up to begin with, he threw a couple punches and then he almost shot down. It seemed like.
All right, let's see how round 2 starts out. Went to the ground pretty quick last time. Which is a nice, easy takedown. Didn't look like it was defended very well.
Oh, nice front kick to start off with. There you see Highball throwing with some.
And just like I thought, they're telling him, he's got a good choke attempt right there.
Hook those legs.
But he's on side mount right now. This is a good way to get Von Flue choked, so you got to be careful. Highball needs to try and really get that left leg in there. He's in big trouble. But he got the leg in there. However, he did not stop the takedown.
Highball came out blazing that. Oh,
triangle choke attempt.
Those long legs he might get this right here.
I can't see if he's got it locked up properly. Can't really see, and he also could get the armbar right.
Yeah, he's landing some good punches though from there. I think he's got it locked in.
Oh yeah, looks like he's got that locked in very good right now. This could be tough for Lewis to get out of. The referee checking to make sure Lewis is still breathing right now.
Oh, he's out.
I don't think he knows what's going on.
No, he was out too. Good call from the referee. Nice job by Highball. What a triangle, and Lewis is not hurt, but kind of unaware of where he's at. There you can see it tightening up. You see referee in there to check his hand. Once his hand dropped a little bit, he realized it and said, okay, stop. There he goes. And Lewis pops up. Not quite sure where he's at. Great job by Aaron Highball with that triangle. Came out a lot more aggressive in that second round. And did a great job of finishing off Tavay Lewis. They're just checking on Lewis's condition here, make sure everything's okay and he's good to go. And then we'll get the winner announcement with Brady L. Davis, ring announcer extraordinaire. While we're waiting here, I'm going to think of a few more of the sponsors. We talked about One More Gym. That's where we held the weigh-ins last night for Colosseum Combat 47. B2 Digital Fight Series weigh-ins were at One More Gym here in Kokomo, Indiana. The Kokomo Event and Conference Center. We can't praise this place enough for everything that they've done. This is literally one of the best venues to hold a show of this size around anywhere. Oscar's Pizza, you see their logo out there on the mat. And it looks like we're ready to go to our judge or our
ladies and gentlemen, at 58 seconds in the second round, your winner by leg triangle submission, uncaged Aaron Highball.
And Aaron will get a talk with Mr. Chris Lights Out Lytle himself.
All right. Aaron Highball, congratulations on a great fight. What are you thinking right now?
First of all, I want to thank all you guys who, if this is your first time seeing me fight, I want to thank you for continuing to come out, continuing to root for me. I love my family. I love everybody. You know what Coach Pat always says, at this level, you don't have any fans, you have family, and you have friends, and that's what everybody is out here. I want to take an extra second. Let me borrow this, Chris. You guys don't understand what I've been going through this past month. I lost my dog. I luckily got my dog back. That's like another son for me. Coming back from weigh-ins, I blew the engine in my truck. It's just been a really, really rough week for me, or a really weak month. Been stressed out at work. But you know what? Coming in here and just trying to do what I love to do and just try to perform at my best ability, win or lose, this makes it all worthwhile. And each and every one of you guys are a part of that, and I thank you guys so much for that. Thank you.
Very classy.
Congratulations, Aaron. See you next time. Thank you.
Very classy by
Uncaged Aaron Highball. Kokomo, how about a big round of applause for UFC veteran and your post-fight interviewer, Chris Lights Out Lytle.
That was a very classy speech from Highball.
We will have a brief intermission.
Yeah, I didn't get to ask any questions.
No,
That's
you
all right.
didn't.
You took that out of my hands. That's fine.
Right, that's right.
I'd rather they'll do that. Give me the mic, Chris. Go away.
Yeah, and you know what? You know, a lot of people go through problems and stuff, and how you deal with those problems is sometimes the making of the man that you are. And I mean, Aaron stepped up, and a lot of guys could have said, you know what, I'm going through too many problems, I'm not doing this fight.
And that's everything. I mean, how you deal with all this stuff. I mean, you know, people don't understand how difficult fighting is, not even from the training standpoint, from the winning and loss standpoint. I mean, you put so much of your time, energy, effort, and everything you do in this, and when you lose, it's about as crushing as it gets. Conversely, when you win, it's about as good as it gets. So it's a tough sport, though. People don't understand how personal and how much people take a loss to heart, and it can be devastating. So he's coming off 3 losses. I know it affected him very much, but got back in the win column here.
Yeah.
Comes from behind victory.
Yeah, for sure, because that first round, he was not looking good.
10-8.
And he came out really aggressive in that second round, got that kick. They scrambled a little bit there. And
went for a good guillotine.
Yep, and once he locked those legs in, man, I tell you, it was a good one. And Lewis didn't know where he was for a minute. So.
Yeah. So, very interesting. Look forward to seeing him fight again. See who's going to have him fight. We also have Cricket Wireless, sponsor here right now. So thank you, Cricket Wireless. Shamrock Storage. If you need to store stuff around here, you know, Kokomo, boom, Shamrock. You got anything you need to store there?
I don't right now, but
if
you never know,
keep
right?
it on, you know.
Yeah, I've got an extra garage, so I'm good with that one.
Okay, so you're trying to undercut these guys.
No. I've got all my stuff in it.
Okay, never mind.
We talked about the relaxed place. You can go in there without an appointment and even get a massage. So
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Now, here's one thing I gotta admit, I have a weakness. I do like Tony dogs. I mean, people are impressed with how many I can eat in a row. I've probably had at least 5 of them in the city. No joke, I can eat 5 of them. So, Barker's BK, longtime sponsor, thank you. And I would like to, if anybody here from Barker BK, try to set up some sort of a challenge for me, and I'll do it.
You know what? Slater would take you up on it.
Well, we'll talk. We're talking to him in a minute, and I'm going to have him come up here and talk about this and see what kind of challenge we can't do. You know, some promotional stuff. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I bet I could eat 5 of them.
I bet Slater could eat 12 of them.
I don't know. Are they little?
No, they're
Maybe
not.
we'll have an eat-off.
Yeah, there you go.
Me and him.
There you go. All right, I believe we are taking a slight intermission here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear him say anything.
But I don't see any fighters coming up.
Yeah, I don't see anybody coming out, and I don't see Brady Davis. So we're going to take a few minutes here, take a break, and we'll see you in a few.
Hey Colosseum Combat fans, I'm Austin Hewitt, and last week I had my left leg amputated below the knee due to a rare form of bone cancer, Ewing sarcoma. I'm gonna be honest, cancer sucks, but I'm so grateful for people like you who make the journey so much easier by giving and caring. And while I may have lost my leg to cancer, I'm not gonna let it keep me down. I'm gonna keep going and hopefully have a prosthetic by the end of this month. Thank you for all of your support.
to the blue corner, Sean Fallon.
I kind of hate, did he lose the shake and bake?
Who?
Sean.
Sean is.
I know, but they just called him Sean Fallon. I didn't hear him say shake and bake.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I remember we had Shake and Bake and the Magic Man. Both those guys.
Nice city.
Yeah, they don't.
That's awesome.
Hey, you know, Sean, I've known Sean since, gosh, man, for years. Probably since his probably AMI debut back in 2011.
Wow.
Because I I began refereeing back in 2009, right when 2010 was right when the state took over, right at the beginning of 2010, and you know, I reffed a lot of his fights, and I always loved watching him fight, and I was always excited when I got to watch one of his fights because you never knew what was going to happen. His stand-up was good. His ground was good.
He's doing a lot better lately, too. I think when he first started off, his record got a little sideways. I think he took a lot of tough fights, wasn't in the quite greatest shape, but now he's really dedicated himself.
Yeah, and that's what, I mean, he had a 10-4 AMI record and went into pro and was 7-5. And I've seen a lot of guys do that where they had really pretty decent amateur records, and they get in that pro, and it's like, 0-2 and 0-3.
But now I think he's won, about 5 in a row?
Yeah, he's won a handful in a row. His last fight was back here in June.
Bloodbath.
Yes, Zach Eddington, him and Zach. That was a great fight. Yeah. Yeah, he was covered in blood, and it wasn't his.
It wasn't his, exactly. That's how you know you're happy. So.
Yeah, I love those fights, and you know, I tell you, here's the thing I love about mixed martial arts. He doesn't look like he's a tough guy.
No, but that's the thing, you never know. You just that's why a lot of people know that too, walking on the street. You got to be very careful who you try and start a fight with.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, man, and I mean, he looks like just such a nice, I mean, he's skinny guy. Yeah, nice guy, skinny guy, and just doesn't look like somebody that, you know, I think a lot of guys might be in shock if they try to tell him that he took their parking spot or something.
Yeah, and especially they start throwing punches, he throws them in a weird triangle.
Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
You know, gets them in a good dart choke and puts them unconscious. So. Quite a difference in height in these two fighters.
Yes.
So I think Terry House Jr. is about 5'7".
And now making his entrance to the red corner, Terry House.
So he's definitely going to have the reach advantage.
And you know, Terry's another one of those. He has a losing pro record, but he fights everybody.
And he's I mean, every fight he has a tough fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he doesn't take easy fights. No, he doesn't take easy fights. He was 5-5 as an AMI, comes out as a pro, and yeah, I mean, he's got wins over Matthew Perry, who you know was a fighter a few years ago. There was a great ground fighter.
Yep.
He has a win over our main event tonight, Booger Shields.
Yeah.
So
he's a tough guy.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. You're going to earn the victory if you get a victory over him.
Yeah, and he's had quite a few fights here at Colosseum Combat as well. So the only thing that I found was his last fight that he had was back in August of 2017. So just over a year. So again, it's another one of those. Was he
inactivity
training or was he you know, hurt?
Yeah, I mean, he is 37. Maybe he thought about just hanging up. That is the thing people don't realize. This sport kind of keeps calling you back sometimes. You get that, you know, you feel a little bit of an emptiness, and a lot of people have trouble letting go of something that they've been doing for so much of their life. We shall see which is going to be here tonight, though, you know.
Yeah, this will be exciting. This will be a good fight.
Definitely should be a contrast in styles. If I'm in charge, usually the smaller guy, he's going to want to come out, you know, throwing heavy punches, overhand rights. I'm not going to want to try and out-jab Sean Fallon.
Yeah. But I think Fallon, I mean, he's going to be comfortable either spot, ground or standing. So
he's a guy who looks like his blood pressure never gets over like 120 over 80. He just kind of relaxes the whole time.
You know, I mean, I'm fond of the ground game. I would love to see Fallon come out, take him down, use those long legs, get him in a triangle, and finish him. But you know, he can use those long legs and long arms to keep Terry House at bay and land some good strikes of his own.
Feels like he's having like some wardrobe malfunction going on over here.
I hope he fixes it now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't like to see anybody depants out there. Women and children here, come on.
Yeah, I tell you what, you mentioned the women. This is a family-friendly event.
That's
and we keep it from the music to everything else that goes on. Mark Slater, promoter, just told me the next B2 Fight Series Colosseum Combat's February 23rd.
February 23rd.
So that'll be the next one coming up. So fighters out there watching this, hit Mark Slater up if you want to get on that card. And we'll probably see a few of these guys on it.
I would imagine.
As well, that we saw tonight.
Well, the good news is there'll be plenty of time for them to recover.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, nobody really wants to train or fight right around the holidays.
No.
I mean, it's very difficult.
That's why I was shocked that wrestling is that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. This is your co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is trained in kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, representing indie boxing and grappling, weighing in at 164.1 pounds, with a record of 7 wins and 5 losses. From Indianapolis, Indiana, Sean Connor Fallon!
All right, there's Sean Fallon right there.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Cottingham Concrete red corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Team Cologne, sponsored by Rip It Energy, weighing in at 164 pounds even, with a record of 13 wins and 12 losses. From the GI, Gary, Indiana, Terry the Brick House! Fighters to the center of the cage for final instructions by your referee, Trent Genosa.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back.
Right
Want a nice clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, now's the time to do it. Let's go back to our corners. Nice clean fight.
And these are two classy guys right here, man. You just saw them kind of touch, and then you saw them already say, "Hey, we'll touch when he come out too."
Yep.
And there's the
go.
touch of gloves.
That's exactly what you talked about. Okay. See what we got here. A lot of filling out process going on right now. See who's going to try and initiate the first attack. Good kick there by Fallon. Like I said, if I'm in Terry House, I'm going to tell him to come with the big overhand right.
Yeah, it looks like he's almost just waiting to unload one.
That's what I would be telling him. That's exactly what it looks like he's trying to do. Fallon needs to get off first, in my opinion. Don't let the smaller guy come to you. Keep that jab in his face the entire time. Because I'm not seeing him throw any jabs right now. He's backing up. He's putting himself against the fence. It could be a problem. He's throwing a few jabs, but they're really not meant to hit him. They're just meant to kind of keep that distance.
Well, you can see the respect right now between these guys. They've known each other for a long time, and they both know this is not an easy fight.
Yeah. They're gearing in for the long haul.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely anticipate 15 minutes of fighting. Good leg kick right there.
Oh, you see Terry telling, come on.
Yeah. So you want to see? He's saying, I want to keep this in the middle of the ring. Let's fight.
This might be one of those that when they do explode, they just explode.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm telling Terry anything, I want to see that big overhand right now. You got to get past that jab of Fallon. Fallon's not really throwing much. Good leg kick right there.
Great leg kick.
He's saying he wants to fight right in the middle. Fallon trying to throw a left hook right there. Now, in my opinion, I've seen Fallon fight many times, doesn't mind being off his back. I'd want him to be more aggressive with punches and kicks, because if he gets taken down, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He's very comfortable there. He doesn't need to be tentative on his feet. Like you said,
especially with that length that he has, that he can control House a lot more from his back even.
Well, like I said, we've had almost 2.5 minutes here, and there's nothing clear about what's going on. So if you do get taken down now, you have a lot less time to win the round.
Those are some good kicks that House is landing.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to hurt. I mean, then again, right back at him. They're both landing some good leg kicks. I haven't seen a fight end in leg kicks very much lately.
No.
You used to see them a lot more often when the guy would just keep eating leg kicks, and a lot of people who've never really experienced that know you just can't move anymore. It's a horrible feeling.
House decided to just close that distance.
Yep, he's trying to go for the takedown right now. He's kind of holding him against the fence right now, looking, trying to wear him out. Throwing some knees. So House doing a good job of what I like to call mirroring the hips. So whenever Fallon tries moving his hips one way.
Oh, nice.
Takedown by. Whoa, what happened? Groin strike, I think. What happened there? What happened?
I don't know.
Foul.
Wow, I don't know what happened there.
Okay, looks like Fallon got a takedown.
Yeah,
and they said, I think they said House hit the groin strike, or somebody got a groin strike, and so they started back up. Fallon's upset because he's like, I finally got what I wanted.
Well, it actually looked like House said, no, let's go back and put you there. And he said, no, let's fight.
So referee takes it out of their hands right there.
That's, I tell you, man, that was the one.
Whoa, good leg kick right there. That looks like it might actually be having some effect right there.
That was the one thing when I was refereeing. I remember doing a fight here, and afterwards I went to the after party, and somebody asked me if I'd been to the fights. I said, yeah, and they said, where'd you sit? And I said, I was the referee.
Yeah.
And I said, that to me is a good sign when they don't know that.
Yeah. If you do a bad job, trust me, they know who you are.
Yeah,
Refereeing is a thing that you seem like you really only get noticed when you mess up.
Yep, that's for sure.
It's definitely a thankless job. Yeah, I can tell it really looked like it had an effect on Fallon right there. Mentally, I think he kind of threw him off.
I think so as well.
If I were him, I'd definitely focus on those right leg kicks because I think they're having an effect. There we go. I would say this is a pretty difficult round to call.
Definitely, for sure. It's who threw the better leg kicks.
Yeah, I mean, and once again, he had that good takedown.
Yeah, the takedown
They got negated, so I'm not sure if they even count that now or what.
I hate that happened.
Yeah, I think both fighters do too, because I don't really know exactly what happened.
No, and I tell you what, I looked over there at Fallon when his corner walked in. The first thing he did was shrug to him and
I said, you can tell it's affected.
Yeah.
Pat McPherson right now, if he has to, needs to do whatever he can to get it. And I know, Pat, I wouldn't be surprised if he slapped him in the face and said, it's over, don't worry about it.
About a round of applause for the ring card girl, Brandy.
I'm not sure how that.
I am lost.
Yeah, I think everybody is. Well, I never really even heard what the call was. Because from there, it didn't even show, it just showed the takedown.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting. Something to look at.
I'll make sure I ask the referee after this.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll know exactly what happened, what he was thinking. All right, what do you, for me, as each coach, I'm going to tell House he needs to be more active. He needs to throw more punches in there. And I'm going to tell Fallon he needs to be more aggressive.
Yeah, I think they both need to get a lot more either active or aggressive or both.
Because that round was up in the air.
That first round's a toss-up, yep. I'd like to see Fallon go back in there, try to clinch and get another takedown. He got it pretty easily.
Here's the thing. It seems like with his height, you think he'd be seeing a lot of Muay Thai clinch, trying to throw some knees in there. Because especially when you don't mind getting taken down, what's the worst that's going to happen? You'll be up on your back. He likes being on his back.
Yeah.
I would definitely advise that if I was a cornerman. The leg kick right there by House. There's that overhand right that I talked about. It missed, but it still doesn't.
Now that one might have been a groin strike.
Yeah, but Fallon tried an outside leg trip, which was very ill-advised, and it ended up putting him in a very bad position. Side mounted right now. Now he does have the fence he can push off of right now.
Well, I think you'll see Fallon either recover guard fairly quickly or look to
might look to sweep.
To sweep. That's what I thought. Use that fence and help him out. There it starts to roll. Nope.
House does a good job of blocking that right there. So now Fallon comes with his regard, just like you said. Going for that rubber guard. Let's see if he does like last fight and starts dropping elbows and getting cuts.
There they are. On cue, right on cue, Coach.
He must have heard me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when people listen to me, I'm one of the best coaches out there. If they lose, they didn't listen.
If they lose, they didn't listen.
Here's a question right there. Who's winning this part? If a guy has a takedown and the other guy's landing strikes, I mean, it depends. If you're landing good strikes, obviously the guy landing strikes. He's not really landing good strikes. He landed a couple elbows.
Yeah, I would like to see House throw some hammer fist or something right here. He's not doing anything right now. And guy, if the judge knows the ground game, I would say Fallon's winning this part.
I would too, because of the elbows.
Yeah.
I mean, if one guy's not doing any damage, if neither guy's doing any damage, you got to go with position. But if a guy's doing damage, he's winning the fight, in my opinion. So now is a good time right now to start trying to strike. Round's about halfway over, so we can see what happens. He's not able to get any torque on that elbow. House is not really making any attempt to do anything.
No, he's not. Yeah, I'd like to see him at least throw some hammer fist or something in there just to make Fallon move.
Yeah.
He's locking that in, yeah. Oh, there's the tap right there.
Oh, wow. I didn't really see that.
Yeah, he locked that in. Good job, Fallon.
Good tap.
That was a very quiet, methodical fight right there. You see the guys congratulating each other right there.
Good shit, Sean.
And there's that respect that we talked about with these two guys. So Sean Fallon wins in that second round with the triangle. See Pat McPherson that Chris Lytle was talking about. Coach for many, many, many UFC fighters. And we're going to Brady Davis with the fighter winner announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes in the second round, your winner by tap out due to strikes, Sean Connor Fallon.
I think we got that one wrong. I don't think it was due to strikes. I think it was.
Sean, congratulations on a fantastic fight there. It seems like this is the second fight in a row where you've won from strikes on elbows from the bottom. Is that something you really work on all the time, or what exactly is happening there?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working that for a long time. I never really got to show it much in fights for whatever reason. But yeah, I feel like that's a really good position for me. And yeah, I mean, guys that are stronger, they're giving me trouble from top, but that's a good way to lock them down and really keep them trapped and lay some good stuff.
Excellent. Well, it seemed there was a point in the first round when you appeared to have a takedown. Referee kind of stood you back up. It seemed like it visibly kind of threw you off. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little annoyed because, I mean, this guy wrestled in college. He's a much better wrestler than me. I earned a takedown, and you know, I would have liked to get out to the ground, but I don't know if I would have shot on him and taken him down in the open. So yeah, I earned it. I know Trent meant nothing by it, but yeah, I was fighting for that one.
Well, several victories in a row. I think it's 5 in a row for you. What next for you? And anybody in particular want to fight right now?
You know, I've been on this grind for a long time now. Got a rocky start off my pro career. I know I'm redundant in saying that, but yeah, I mean, I want to keep this thing rolling. I want to fight some bigger shows, you know.
Well,
one more thing. I wanted to dedicate this fight to Bubba McDaniel. He lost his son recently, and it's just a messed up situation. He was one of my first training partners and taught me a lot about the game and work ethic, and he worked his way up to the UFC from the smaller shows, and it's been inspiring, and my heart goes out to him, and I want to dedicate part of my purse to him for funeral expenses. So.
What a class act. Thank you very much, Sean Fallon. Thank you. Congratulations.
Your winner, Sean Connor Fallon.
All right, there you hear it. We're
I'd like
ready
to take
for-
this opportunity
Chris
to wish
Lytle
a very
talking
happy
about the,
birthday to Sloan
talking to the
Schultz.
referee. We'll see.
Happy birthday, Sloan Schultz.
And we'll see what
Ladies
Mr.
and
Lytle
gentlemen,
has to
these
say.
belts this evening are under the Statute 10 rules of the Indiana Division, the Athletic Division, and sanctioned by the Indiana Gaming Commission.
If you
Juwan
want,
Hall
yeah,
of
yeah,
Directors.
yeah. Hey,
Your
here,
event
come and take my
physician this evening is
headset.
Dr. Emilio
We
Vasquez.
got Andrew Holbrook here. He's going to
Jessica
talk with Chris
Sabatis.
Lytle.
Judges are Alex Orozco, Gabe Sabatis, and Seth Ratcliffe.
All
Your
right.
referees are Seth Ratcliffe, Josh
UFC
Stewart,
veteran
and Trent
Andrew
Genosa.
Holbrook. How you
Your
doing, buddy?
inspectors
Good
are
to see you,
Chris
man.
Keene and Jason Herman.
Yeah,
and
look like you're doing some good cornering jobs. 2-0 tonight.
Hawksby.
Yeah,
Are you ready for
Yeah, all
your
right.
main
So how you
event
feeling, man?
of the
Everything all right?
evening, Kokomo?
Getting back into shape.
I was going to say, tell the people here exactly what's been going on with you. I mean, a lot of people have seen you fight in UFC.
All
they
right,
haven't
let's
seen
do
you fight
this.
in a while.
Making
What
his
happened
entrance
to you?
to the
I
blue
ended up
corner,
getting neck
Michael
surgery done.
Shields.
My neck was pretty bad. You couldn't barely touch me, and next thing you know it, I'm falling over because I can't move.
Sure.
So got that done about a year ago now, and I just about 2 months ago I got cleared and starting to spar again.
All
Feels
right.
good. Feels good. It's stronger. I get more mobility.
You look strong.
I can take a hit again.
Good, that's good. So,
Nah,
I
I
mean,
look good because
No,
maybe it's just because I'm gaining weight.
well, what is on the game plan for? We have any goals, plans? You got any thoughts, or anytime we can see you in the near future?
No, I'm hoping pretty soon, I find somebody basically to fight for, find a promotion and get
back
fighting again, man.
All
It
right.
just, I miss it. It's fun.
I know. When you come to an event like this and you see it, it's like, okay, yeah, now I remember what I like.
Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, you just get a little hyped
Yeah,
up. I'm
like, okay, you start doing some head movement. You're like, I'm not even fighting. What am I doing?
yeah, just put even the little rubber gloves on. You're like, oh, yeah, here's gloves on again, moving around a little bit.
Well, cool. Well, all right, Andrew. Just wanted to come over here, give everybody a little bit of information about you and see what's going on. Because I know I talk to people a lot, and they ask me what's going on with you. So
Yeah.
for all you people who don't have to ask me now, you just watch the promotion. Now you know what's going on with Andy. So look forward to seeing you fight again, and can't wait to get back in there and train with you, brother.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
Getting
buddy.
punched by you, it happens quite often.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
All right. Andrew Holbrook, look forward to having him come back. Right now, we do have our main event going on. Getting ready to get in the ring. We got Michael Shields right now. He looks like he's from Turtleback MMA out of Ellisville, Indiana. Don't know a lot. What can you tell me about Michael Shields?
You know what? He's been around for a long time. He's got a 4-8 pro record. He's on a two fight win streak in 2018. His last loss was actually here at Colosseum Combat.
Okay.
And back in February, he won. Back in February, he won with the round 1 armbar, and in June, he won with ref stoppage in Hard Rock. So,
all right.
So I mean, he's dangerous everywhere. He's on that 2-fight win streak. His last loss was here. He had 4 fights in Colosseum Combat, and they've been losses. So I think he's looking for a.
He definitely wants to fight here. He wants some redemption. Right
yes, for sure. And then you've got James Porter, who he's fighting. I mean, I tell you what, Porter was one of those guys. Back 2000, I'd say 2012, 13, 14. I mean, he was the main guy around here. His fight now on the research I did here. You ready?
Yep.
Fight in May of 2014. He had a round 1 TKO loss to Cody Garbrandt.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of that guy. Fight before that was a loss to Sergio Pettis.
Oh, geez.
So this guy,
he's fighting average guys.
Exactly, and you're talking that was back in 2014, and
Jeez,
those fights put those guys in the UFC.
Well, what I'd really like to find out is who his management was. Because they're not doing him any favors.
Yeah, that's for darn sure.
I've always said the worst thing you can have is a brave manager.
And he's been away from the fight game since 2015. So this is his first fight back. And I know the last show we were at, we're sitting here talking to the promoter Mark Slater, and he shows up. I didn't even recognize him. He had this beard and looked like a totally different guy. Yeah. He's just back. It's an exciting night to see him here ready to fight. I mean, and he used to fight. I want to say he was fighting about like 125 or 135 at that time, but yeah, his fight with Garbrandt was over in Ohio, and I think that's where Garbrandt was originally from. Yeah. And he lost that fight, and then he lost, or then his last fight was in Colosseum Combat 33 back in October 2015. So
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I know he's been aching to get back in here. And I tell you, on Facebook, I've been seeing a lot of him criticizing the MMA in Indiana right now, as far as guys saying they're going to fight and then not fighting, and guys want to step up, and he says he's ready to bring it back to the old ways that it used to be.
Well, I always do appreciate the old school fighters, so hopefully he can bring some of that. You know, that is a legitimate thing right there. We talk about everybody wants to be a fighter until it's time to fight.
Yeah. We actually had one of those on tonight's card.
Really?
Yeah, there was one. There was a big Facebook drama there for a minute, but there you see Porter. He's ready to go, and he's looking big, buddy.
For sure.
I'm not sure what this fight was at. Let me see if he says what the...
Oh, I think they're going to talk about the wins.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 47. This is your main event of the evening! This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Fighting first, out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Team Turtleback, sponsored by Red Gear, Zombies, Razor's Image, Crimson Breed Tattoos, weighing in at 145.8 pounds with a record of 4 wins and 8 losses. From Ellettsville, Indiana, Michael Booger Shields. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Oscar's Pizza red corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Pitbull Jiu-Jitsu, MMA-minded, Hollywood MMA, sudden impact kickboxing. Sponsored by Fresh Boy Fades, Collins Construction, and Miller's Ministry, weighing in at 145.8 pounds with a record of 7 wins and 4 losses. From Marion, Indiana, James Porter! Fighters, consider the cage for final instructions.
Porter is looking intense right now.
He does.
I'm telling you.
That being said, Shields doesn't look intimidated in the
No,
least.
not at all. Not at all.
He's like, I think he's not going to see anything here he hasn't seen before.
All right, here we go. The main event.
See what we got here. Both guys are moving well. Good leg kick attempt right there. Looks like he's trying to set up a spinning kick there or something.
Yeah, he was always a good striker when he was back when he was fighting, the earlier time.
Good body lock.
Nice.
Straight to the takedown. Right to the side mount. Okay. Here's corner talking about established position right now. A lot of times position before submission or strike. Shields does a good job of getting half guard in right away. So right now, it's like Porter's going to try and establish half guard right there. We're going to start. That's a good position for a lot of Russians to play, can throw some punches. But he does an excellent job of trying to get past the guard right there. That was very quick. Looked like he was just going to establish, half guard and continue to start throwing some punches. But he wants the whole thing.
Booger going right back in.
Yep. He's doing a good job of trying to keep. Oh. See, a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. It's all about a fight between getting half guard and side mount.
Yep.
Right now, Porter does have side mount, which is exactly what he wants. I would like to see him start opening up and throwing some strikes right here because it doesn't do much good to have position if you're not able to land any strikes. You got to do damage.
Yeah, it looks like he's. Yeah, there's a knee on belly trying to.
Wonder what he's trying to do. Is he wanting to go to mount, or does he just want to take some of the wind out of him?
Yeah.
Right now? Looking to establish
him do it
there. Yeah, he wants to get there. And what he does is he going to land strikes from there. Is he going to try to get mount, or is he just trying to? Okay, now he's opening up with some punches. Good, good
nice elbow
right there.
And he's got that arm trap from.
Yeah, that's a nasty position. If you can keep that, do a little crucifix right there.
Great job by Shields to get out of that.
Yep. I think I see some blood already.
Oh, now Shields is going to take him down. Oh, let's see.
Not for long.
Nope.
He got the initial takedown, but Porter was able to scramble. Good whistle right there.
I tell you, this is a battle between two skilled fighters right now.
Oh, you can definitely tell they both know what they're trying to do. Trying to stop the other guy from executing his game plan as well. Well, now Shields wants to get that guillotine, but he had to fight his arm through there, which he was able to do. Porter's fighting hands right now to stop that from happening. Just not letting him lock it up with both hands. I think that's how you can tell he's a skilled fighter. He wants to make sure they just not let him lock it up. Oh, Shields is getting it locked up. Very deep right now. It's got to be a very deep guillotine. Not anymore. That's where Porter did a good job of fighting the hands. Now here's a situation where Shields is doing a good job of trying to keep position, but he has to be careful not to wear his arms out for the later rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, and he just pulled guard. Very strange there.
And I was going to say, Porter wasn't rushing, or he wasn't. He seemed very calm and collected.
Very patient. Yeah. Definitely didn't anticipate a jumping, pulling guard like that.
No.
I wonder what that was about. Because to be honest, it was a pretty close round right there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of makes it to where you're probably going to lose them, right? Ooh. Good hammer fist right here from the top.
I'll tell you what, I've not seen Porter look this jacked in all the time I've known him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
nice.
elbow.
Oh, nice.
Good hard
Apparently ring rust isn't a thing for him, is it? Oh, now he's going. Oh, there's the tap. Whoa.
Like he didn't want to
Look
stop.
at Porter. No, this is a new Porter here, man. I'm telling you. Wow. Porter looked amazing right there in that fight. He got a tap out of Michael Booker Shields. All right. There you see the finish right here. Look at those elbows. Those were hard. Boom. Boom. Oh, that one went to the body. I think that really did it. There you see the tap from Shields. What is... Porter is an animal right now, I'm telling you. He is very pumped up about this fight. And this was an easy fight for his comeback, so we'll go up to Brady Davis. There's Brady L. Davis with the winner announcement. James Porter, welcome back to Indiana MMA, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 4 minutes, 20 seconds in the second round, your referee Josh Stewart calls a stop to the action. Your winner by TKO, James Porter!
James, it's been an awful long time since we've seen you in your fighting. What's been going on with you?
Well, I've had a lot of personal issues outside of fighting, but I've took care of those. I've had those all together for years now. I've just been training, working my way back towards the top.
Excellent. Well, you look very good out there. You look very calm, cool, and collected. Do you think it's just that experience that made you be able to come in here and put on that type of a fight where you look like everything you did had intent to it? Do you feel like you've become a more mature fighter?
Yeah, definitely. The fights with Sergio and Garbrandt really showed me that next level, and that I wasn't ready for it. So I had to go back to the drawing board and fix some things and work on some things, and I feel like I have, and I showed
pretty impressively tonight. Absolutely. You look great tonight. So what would you like to do next? Definitely thought you looked like a beast out there. What can we expect to see next? Really, I'm looking at 45 and 35. Hopefully get some belts. I don't got anybody specific I'm worried about fighting. I'll fight anybody they put in front of me.
I'm in front of you right now. I'm in front of you right now. You've been talking all this shit. You and your coaches, you've been talking all this shit. You ain't think I was going to forget. You ain't think I was going to forget, huh? First time we've seen each other, now you ain't talking that shit, right? Now you ain't talking that shit, right? First time we face to face. Now we quiet, right? Now we quiet, right? Now we quiet, right? Face to face, we quiet now, right? February, what's up? February, what's up? February, what's up? You said you're looking for belts, right? I'm the 135-pound king around here. I'm the king of Kokomo. I'm the king of Kokomo. I'm in your face now. Talk that shit now. Talk that shit now. You beat somebody. Talk that shit now. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. You heard it here. You bitched out.
That's all you had. Well, that was entertaining. Hey, congratulations on a great fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your Colosseum Combat main event winner, James Porter.
All right. Well, I think we might have us
once again. God bless.
I think we might have us a main event for February. I think we might have us a main event for February, maybe. We'll see.
Well, one would hope so, because I don't see how you're going to get any more exciting than that. Those two guys look like they're definitely going to come to fight. I would love to watch that fight.
Oh, I'm telling
that'd be worth the price of admission if that's the only fight on the card.
I was about ready to see your next cage fight there in a minute, because I thought
I was going to try and clunk their two heads together like three Susans, you know?
All right. Well, hey, man, we had another great night of fights here at the B2 Digital Fight Series, Colosseum Combat 47. Another great show. Great amateur fights, great pro fights.
Absolutely. I look forward to the next one now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. February 23rd. That's going to be the next Colosseum Combat. So I'm ready for it. I'll be here if you'll be here.
Of course.
All right.
So, cool.
All right, well, that's it. Hey, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in February.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching.
All right.